Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wise Guys Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are having a hangout stream today with our very special guest, Lola. How art thou? What's up?
You didn't have an intro. I'm shocked. Where's your intro?
I am lame. Uh,
No, you're
uh,
not.
I suppose I could. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate fandom. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube guys. How you doing, Connie? Welcome to the show.
I love that intro. That's hilarious.
Hello, hello, hello again. Welcome to Wise Guys Entertainment. We're here with Lola, and we've got.
Hey, Ghost
Gelf.
in the chat.
Hey, I dropped you the link, by the way, Gelf, if you wanted to hop on.
Come on in, buddy.
Come on in, the water's fine. Hey, LDG.
We don't bite too hard.
Yeah, too hard. Oh my gosh, you know what? When I did the Tiny Food Challenge posting, I was doing it all from the. My phone, right?
Right.
And you know how your profile pic defaults to the rear end and the lingerie?
Uh-huh.
I got a Twitter notification saying that possible I don't know, what do you call it? Possible offensive material.
Oh, good Lord. They have porn on there, and they want to gripe about some lingerie.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous. What's up, LDG? Hex Allen. What's up, Hex Allen?
Hex LDG, click the link, join the party.
Yeah, come on in here. We're just hanging out, having a hangout night. We were supposed to do tiny food, but I'm lame and I got to the store too late, and so I didn't get my stuff.
You're not lame, I'm lame.
Yeah, but the question is, how is Lug doing today, Lola? You worried about it?
She had a good day. We went to church and she got to play with the kids and kind of take her mind off everything. So that was good for her, you know.
Excuse me.
Yeah. By the way, Roma keeps bugging me because he's like, hasn't heard from you about the package. Can you just tell him the package is on the way so that way I can freaking get his
I've got a lot going on right now, Gilf, but I will message him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I just want to bag the shit out of him for it. Oh, by the way, if you do want to show Lug something nice, in Roma's Discord, the nature channel, I posted up a whole heap of pictures because I was out in the wetlands earlier.
You posted what?
Pictures up from the wetlands. I was in the wetlands earlier today.
What were you doing in the wetlands?
Riding my scooter.
How do you... Okay, you got to explain the wetlands to me because I'm not very familiar with Australia.
Okay, wetlands is basically think swamp type area for you guys. Mangroves, blah, blah, blah.
So, how do you ride your scooter in that? That sounds tough.
Oh, I thought
There are there are walk paths.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I just locked my scooter up at the front and just walked it. But yeah.
How you been, Gelf? I haven't talked to you in a bit. I'm sorry, man.
I mean, pretty good. I'm debating whether to start this new job tomorrow or stick with the current job that I've got, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Well, you got to weigh the pros and cons, you know?
Ain't it the truth?
Yeah, I know. Do I stick with the company that does look after us, give us lunch and all that kind of stuff, or do I go with the unknown because I do have a contract with the hotel at the moment, or do I go somewhere that's not a contract and is only casual and yeah, pays
You
less.
sound serious tonight. Are you doing okay?
Me, yeah, I'm fine.
Well, normally you're cutting up and making jokes, and you just sound
Yeah,
real
no,
serious.
no, it's only because I was just walking downstairs too. So I want to go outside where it's sunny.
I think he might be on the verge of a food coma because he just had some delicious tacos earlier, right?
Oh, you had tacos?
Yeah, I made tacos before.
Were they authentic tacos?
Yeah,
Did you
well,
do the?
authentic to me.
Authentic to you?
He dropped me an image in DMs, and they look pretty tasty. At least the meat and pepper mixture.
Yeah, you gotta watch Gelp. He'll slide up in that DM with those tacos.
You know what I am thinking? I could actually, I could jump on Bravo and get the StreamYards working properly and get on my scooter and stream while I'm riding around.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, we'd all love to see Australia. None of us are gonna get to see it anytime soon. So
I'll go get all the stuff. I'll go back up and grab my helmet and all that. I'll just
we
put on
we
my
have to
normal.
live vicariously through you Aussies, Gil.
Yeah, I'll see if I get told off again for riding on the shared footpath. That is always hilarious to me. I friggin' love it. The old people are like, friggin' slow down, get off the path, you're supposed to. It's like, well, technically, I'm not allowed to ride it on the road, but I do anyway.
Man, you're a renegade. Breaking the law.
How's the kitten? How's your kitten doing?
Cass is fine. I saw her, what was it, about 2 weeks ago. She's doing okay. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind getting a place of my own so I can get it back, but that's still up in the air at the moment.
Baby steps, Gil. Baby steps. One day at a time.
Yeah, no. Well, if I took baby steps, I wouldn't get up these freaking stairs I'm walking up right now.
Well, sometimes you have to take the big steps, but it's okay to have the baby steps.
Who the hell? God dang it! Someone just locked the door on me just as I was walking up the stairs.
Oh.
Hex, come on
That's right.
in. We should get Hex Allen in here.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he can't make it because, at least right now, because he and the wife are gonna go watch a program or something.
Okay. Give her big hugs for me, Hex.
Serious bonding time.
You gotta do that every once in a while.
Heck yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Let's see. Oh my gosh. So, how have you been, Lola?
Life's been pretty crazy lately, so I've had a lot going on. Had CPS come to my house,
That was
so
freaking.
that was fun.
Oh man.
So that was a huge ordeal, and my
Did you have to
my
like? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
my oldest has been affected the most by it because she knows what CPS is and what CPS does.
Right.
She understands. She's fixing to turn 9, and so she understands what those words are and what they do.
Gotcha.
And literally the night before the lady was to come back for her home visit, she slept in the bed with me, and she's never slept in the bed with me. I've never.
Mm,
I always had a rule when I first had her. I set it where I was not going to sleep in bed with my kids. I wasn't going to be a co-sleeper. I don't.
sleeper.
Yeah, I have friends who do that, and more power to them. I just was always afraid that I might roll over and squish her or something.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
I
only
was
because of
very.
your big butt.
I know. Um, So I was very adamant that she would not sleep in bed with me. She would sleep in her own bed. She always had her own bed. And so when she asked to sleep with me that night, I was just like, yes, yes, you can sleep in bed with me. It's okay. And we just, she had a million questions and she wanted to know, what the woman's purpose was and what she was going to do. And there was a lot of questions and a lot of tears. And I just, I held her like she was my baby because she is my baby. And
Yeah, of course.
she ended up sleeping in bed with me that night. And like she had a million questions for her dad the day after the lady came to visit. She's been really concerned about it because she's afraid that they'll take her away or they'll take me away or her dad away. So
Yeah. How if you had that policy of no sleeping with mommy, how did you handle those evenings when they have a nightmare? Do you sleep in their bed?
well, I always had like an area set up where I could sleep next to them if they had something like that, but she's never had nightmares.
Wow.
She was never one of those kids to get up in the middle of the night afraid of something or this kid had imaginary friends at 3 years old called Scary Gary Gumball. So Scary Gary Gumball lived in the wall of her bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So, whoa, Kel. Got some wind there, buddy.
Yeah, well, just let me get up over here and I'll turn the camera on and I'll get the mic for a sec. Yeah, assholes.
May have to mute him Wise until he gets on his bike.
I am on my bike. I'm just trying to dodge traffic right now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, definitely avoid traffic.
Oh, that looks weird. The way it's shaky.
Whoa.
Well, it's on my handlebar. It's on the handlebars. I've got a thing. Like I haven't gone far from the house so far, but just to see how close I am to the water.
It looks like you're driving in water.
No.
Whoa.
It's so weird. It's like 9:30 at night where I'm at, and so like to see the sunshine out's weird.
It's at 1:30 here, Lola.
7:30 in the morning?
No, 1:30 p.m.
Okay, in the afternoon. All right, 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's already Monday there, so.
Yeah, it's the Queen's birthday long weekend.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh yeah, and Lola, you're probably going to yell at me because look, I can't say it at the moment. I'm actually wearing my flip flops while I'm out and about. So
What?
as you can see,
Flip flops.
Yeah. As you can see, that's how close I am to the water, like just across the road from it.
Don't run over anyone.
Yeah, really. Whoa.
No way. That would mean, that's why I'm insured to ride this thing. But anyway.
Well, it's summer there, right?
Not quite. But where I am, the weather's pretty summery all year round.
Wow, really?
Yeah. The joys of living in Queensland, Wizzy.
Have you ever experienced snow?
Yes, I have. I went down to Canberra one year, like for a school thing, and
I remember this story.
We went to the snowfields, and the only thing I can really, really remember from that is getting a whole heap of snow dumped down the back of my shirt.
Classic.
Someone's playing bagpipes.
Oh, nice.
Lola's favorite music.
Oh, hush. I'm not a hobbit.
Well, you're small enough to be one.
No, I'm not.
I've heard you chew on ankles.
No.
See? It's the one. clay pipes and drums. So yeah, this bay out here in front of us is Moreton Bay.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
Directly across there is Tangalooma or Moreton Bay Island, Judbrook and all that. So bear with me. Over in the back of the mountain is Tiberone.
So is that the ocean?
Yeah, that's Moreton Bay, and the ocean's just on the other side.
Can you stop and give us like a view?
Yeah, sure.
Wise, you should embiggen him.
Oh, good point.
And we can pretend like we're at the ocean.
Whoa.
That's my local jetty. I can start fishing off that now that I have my fishing rod, but I will go and fish at the other place. That's Red Cliff over there. There's a fish that just jumps. Yeah, so you got parasails and all that out there.
Oh,
That's the Glasshouse Mountains in the background. So, and of course the Port of Brisbane and Brisbane Airport over in the background over there.
That's so nice.
Yep.
Wow.
Kind of scary too.
Well, if I go further down, I might be lucky enough to see shovel-nosed sharks and stingrays again.
Oh, dang, really?
Are you allowed to go over there? Are you allowed to go over down the rocks?
Down there and all that, yeah. I go where we want. We're not, it's open.
See, here, like, there'd probably be a restricted area because it looks dangerous.
Yeah.
A lot of people fish out and just fish over, but although I had to laugh. You guys have seen the hire scooters and that? Someone the other day threw a hire scooter in the water just on feel. Made me crack up laughing.
What? They ran a scooter over the edge into the water?
They would have had to pick it up and throw it over to do it, but yeah.
Oh,
why would you do that? Why would you do that in the ocean?
I don't know. Hey, I could go get an ice cream too. There's an ice cream van up here. Where is Lug when you wanna? Lug, I'm getting ice cream.
She's in bed. We had a very busy day today. I've been trying to keep her occupied, so both of them actually try to keep them both occupied. So Friday she went with Dad, and the littlest one went with me. And I ended up going out to a friend's house and watching the new Hocus Pocus movie.
Yeah, you said that was crap. I've heard some people say it's crap, some people say it's good.
I mean, it's definitely Disney 2022.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they paid respect or homage to the original movie?
They do, but it's still very Disney 2022. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Like, I don't want to run it for people if they're going to watch it, but like there's a scene where they go into a Walgreens and a group of kids come up and you've got like a transgender kid that's all mocking them and making fun of them.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's very Disney 2022.
Excuse me. Hey, welcome, Fusebox. What's up, y'all?
Yo, Fusebox.
What's up, Fuse? Ben, come in. Come in, Ben.
He said, I heard they made the witches sympathetic.
They did. They did. Come in, Ben. The link is in the chat. We're just having a hangout stream for a minute here.
For a hot
for a little bit.
Wow, that guy's up to
It's a country minute, okay? It's a country girl minute. That's got to count for something, right?
There you go.
All right.
Whoa.
It looks like he's driving through water, doesn't it, Wise?
It does.
It's so weird how this shaky.
Actually, he might not even be driving. He might be the Flash.
He's really yellow Flash. Isn't that right,
do
Gil?
know I can get this. Yeah, you guys do know I could get this up. I can get this up to 60k, whatever that is in American speed.
So is
I think
this
that's about 80.
Is this like a moped or a motorized
No, it's an electric scooter.
electric scooter?
I paid like $1,000 for it. Retails for about 1,700. I've had to get a few
Oh.
things upgraded on it, but it's fine.
Go, keep talking. I'll be right back. I gotta go potty.
Why does that not surprise me, Lola?
She. So, let's see.
Like I'm only mucking around in first gear at the moment. With like if I was gonna go full speed, I would actually go and put all the like elbow pads, knee pads, and pop the helmet on.
Right.
So I do have a full face. I do have a full face motorbike helmet I'm supposed to wear. Like if I want to go full on like full speed, but
Man, it's like you're going through the Speed Force. You're like,
I can see how it vibrates a bit.
yeah, it's pretty trippy. Like Lola was saying, it's almost like you're driving through water.
Are there any
And this part
kangaroos?
is no, not around here. The only native wildlife you'll really see is like a bin chicken, which are our ibis birds. Oh, and a ton of like dogs playing around in the water because it's the beach along here is all off leash, and
Okay.
especially when the water goes out, you'll see like a ton of dogs and that running around.
Oh man, that must be a sight.
What's up?
How are you doing?
See, look.
Oh, I'm making it.
I know that feeling, buddy. I know that feeling.
No, Lola's not making it. She's baking it.
Ben, I can't believe you thought I was mad at you. I'm not mad at you, buddy. Never been mad at you.
No, it's just you hadn't been around in a while. That's why I was like, oh shit. Did I
I've
do
been dealing
something?
with a lot of shit. A lot of shitty people.
I mean, I've kind of seen bits and pieces of that. I mean, I understand there's a bougie person.
Yeah. Fuck Bougie. And his bot signal that can't find bot accounts. So he has this program, right? He's supposed to be like a coder, and he's supposed to be able to have this program that's supposed to find bot accounts on Twitter.
Yeah.
But it's never found bot accounts. It just labels accounts as disruptive or problematic or satisfactory. Yeah, that's what I do, man. That's my face all the time. I'm just like, it's the most ludicrous. And people have paid him. So Meghan Markle paid him to like, he's basically a bully for hire. He bullies people online.
My gosh.
And so
Hey,
she
Big Red
paid
One.
him to get some accounts that were coming after her taken down.
Wow.
And then Amber Heard paid him to do the same thing.
Oh, jeez.
But you got to
So,
think though, you wouldn't be getting much money off it now because I mean, what she's over in Spain mucking around.
I mean,
I don't know
yeah,
if you guys just saw that.
Nope.
That was hilarious.
I don't think anybody's getting money from Amber Heard right now other than Johnny Depp. Like,
Well, maybe she made what is it called? Like
I gotta show Lola something.
offers.
Hey, Lola,
what?
this is one thing I love. Look, if you can see across the road, like have a look what's on the balcony.
I can't
Always makes
see.
Hold on. Let me go solo again.
Hold
Hey,
on.
OFW.
They got two giant teddy bears sitting up there. It always makes you crack up laughing every time I see
Are they drop bears?
it. Probably, because they're up on top. So, you know,
That's
they always
awesome.
make you crack up. Yeah, that's a really old Queenslander. Most of the ones along here are old Queenslander homes.
That's a house?
Yeah, that's a house.
It looks like a
I-
pagoda.
I actually, the place where I live at the moment is similar to that, but they've made all the internals like shared accommodation, so it's kind of squishy. But yeah, that's an old Queenslander.
It looks like a Chinese
No.
restaurant.
Yeah.
You got like another one over there, and all along here. So,
I thought it was a government building or something.
no,
I thought it was a Chinese restaurant for real.
we don't have a Chinese restaurant here, surprisingly enough. Otherwise,
Really?
I would go and annoy Wizzy with the menu, because watching him try to eat lamb today, shockingly bad.
Hey.
Wait, what did you have? You had lamb?
Yeah. I went to an Indian restaurant tonight for dinner before I went to the grocery store prior to the Tiny Food Challenge. And I ordered this shrimp and lamb curry. It's pretty darn good.
Nice.
Yeah, but what made it annoying was the actually, it's something I got to show you guys. I know who's behind this. Hold on. No.
What are
Yeah.
you doing, Gil?
Okay. So
Those
see this?
kids looking at you like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, see this? Basically, there's a few places that do this. Like, when I was living out west, when my house got burnt down, there was a group that would do that out west and all that. So they would paint up rocks and then, put them everywhere. So, yeah, I just found one to send. So, keep or rehire, share the photo on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So I'll just put that back where it was.
You can unembiggen him now.
Is it supposed to be like little works of art or something to share with one another? Or?
I do that here too.
Kinda. I don't know who started it, like whatever, but it's interesting. Yeah.
Or is it just rocks that you're supposed to use to throw into people's windows?
Yeah.
Ben, are you did you are you still on your email sign up list for Outlaw Nights 2 or
Yep. We are launching in, let's see, 1 day less than a month.
1 day less than a month? Okay.
Lola, I will have to say this. Ben actually sent his copy of Outlaw Nights. Got that stuff.
I already had a copy of Outlaw Nights.
No, I'm taking the fish out of your the Hunt Noodles umbrella that you're waiting on.
I'm confused. I have no idea what you just said.
Me either.
No, my copy of Outlaw Nights didn't turn up when I rocked on that other stuff, and so I had to get it resent.
Whoa.
He's gonna hit somebody. I'm so afraid. I'm sitting here watching like intensely, waiting for him to hit a small child. I'm like,
I'm nervous
Yeah.
he's gonna get attacked by magpies.
If you want me to get attacked by magpies, I can arrange that. I know exactly where they're swooping at the moment.
Oh dear.
we're not trying to get you attacked by magpies. We're just watching to see if you do get attacked by magpies.
Not along here. But if I go up where the other wetland is, which is just up the road,
I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Um,
Oh God.
Sometimes, oh wow, looks like you're off-roading. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's the
Like
reason
I
why
said,
I bought this.
he's gonna take out a small child, and then we're gonna have to explain this.
Or he's gonna take
but
out. He's gonna take out a small adult.
That could
No.
be it too. Wait, do y'all have midgets in Australia?
yeah. Oh yeah, and it's curbside clean out. So if you see anything on the side of the road, it's just because it's curbside clean out up here. It's I know it's Lola's favorite time of the year.
Nice.
Curbside
Do you have
cleanup.
tiny people? Is what I should have said. Do you have small people in
Yes.
Australia?
Yes, we do.
Tiny
So
tots.
he's describing all the people he's run over as curbside cleanup.
Probably.
No.
That's Gil.
Curbside cleanup. That's where they chuck out all the crap you don't want anymore, like old beds and lounges and crap.
Right.
Hey, as someone that has actually ran over a person, let me tell you,
That's got
it's
to
no
be
fun.
scary.
I haven't run over a person yet. I picked them with the rearview mirror though.
Your face is like, what in the world? Have you not ever heard that story, Ben,
No.
about me running over a human?
I don't think I've heard that either.
So back in college, right? I was probably about 23, 24. I had finals going on, right? And so I decided about 2 a.m. to go get me something to eat. And I always took the same route to go get food. But there was no lights, like no street lights on that road. And so as I'm coming back, it'd been raining. And there was a guy passed out drunk in the road. And like I came up on him and ended up running him over and dragging him 160 feet with my car. He didn't die.
Lola.
He didn't die.
Was he still asleep?
He was passed out, like his head was facing the turn lane and his feet were off the curb.
Right. But after you dragged
crap.
him, was he still asleep?
No, he was gurgling and it sounded like a horror movie. Like I had seen all the horror movies and I knew if I opened the door, that hand was going to reach up and grab me and pull me straight to hell. So I was not opening that door until the cops got there.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's interesting.
Like it was the freakiest, weirdest thing I've ever dealt with in my life. And lucky for him, my car was really old and set really low to the ground. And so he broke his clavicle and he had 3rd-degree burns on his butt. That's all that happened to him.
Oh,
that's
dang.
all.
That sounds almost as good as when my sister did that. And the guy gets up and she goes, "Oh, can I take you to the hospital? Can I do whatever?" Goes, she goes, "Look, I feel really, really bad for you. All I got on me is $20." So she gives him the $20. He's like, "Sweet, I got more fucking drinking money."
What about? He didn't die. We're not witnessing a murder confession.
A burned
I've
booty.
never murdered anyone in my life.
A burned booty.
That's
Just on TV.
That was the start of the legend of why you use a booty as your avatar.
No, see, the booty thing came about because of my internal misogyny.
oh right.
I have all that
Very
internal misogyny, and I like women to look like women, so therefore I'm a bad guy, and I just embrace the booty.
Lola, stop
That should be
oppressing yourself.
I know, right?
You should
What
want to
about-
be liberated and look like a man.
There you go.
No,
Now,
I didn't want this song to pertain to me.
if we have any luck, I should start getting swooped.
What about
So
it says, yes, it is an origin story.
So
What
Ben,
about
what's going on with Outlaw Nights?
Well, we're
Come on,
gonna
you little
be
moorhens. Get out of the way.
Come on.
launching Halloween night around midnight, leading into September 1st, or no, not November 1st. My bad.
He went back a month.
And so I'm gonna be hosting like a big old stream where I'm gonna probably be dressed up as Jack Sparrow, and I'm gonna invite everybody's gonna be welcome to come on and hang.
Well, I would turn up and wear my mask, but unfortunately, Lola's still freaking got it.
Who's got it?
Lola's got my umbrella mask.
I thought for sure Lola would have like a stockpile of those.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I won one in a giveaway, and because of all the COVID and the UPS not shipping to Australia, I still haven't received it. So that's okay. I'm
You had some
willing
other
to wait.
stuff. Hey, Gail, you had some other stuff happening there too. So
Yeah, I know.
Wait, you didn't get Outlaw Nights?
No, remember I bought it. It's bought. You've already fixed that up for me. So, ooh, kookaburra. Check it out. There's a kookaburra sitting in the tree. Let me park this.
I've heard that song.
No. Look, if you can just see through the limbs there's a kookaburra sitting there.
hey, some person. Hey, what about OFW? What's up? Aces, what's up, my man? If you're still in the chat.
This is Lola. This is technically a wetlands. Like, only 5 minutes from my house. So yeah, you got all the moorhens, the cranes. There's usually pelicans in here too.
Ben, what do you call that where you're from?
That looks like a nice place compared to most of the swamps down here.
Yeah, it's like wetlands, as you can see.
It looks like a bayou to me. Or a lagoon.
Down the bayou.
Yeah, it technically is like a lagoon, but they also call it wetlands as well. So, there are no koalas around here. Chlamydia bears, if you want to know. Probably are in the other section if I go over there, but I didn't see anyone else
it's funny,
running
like
around the wetlands earlier.
When I was growing up, like I always heard that koalas, like I always thought of them as like being super cute, and now in recent years, I've heard like they can be really mean and make these horrific
They carry the
sounds.
clap.
They can, and I can see a turtle here. I don't know if you guys can, but on that in the water there's a turtle sitting on top of like some sticks and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I can just see the outside outline of its shell.
Nice.
Did you hear me, Ben?
What's up?
Yeah.
Koalas have chlamydia.
Why?
Do they really?
I don't know. Yo, why do koalas have chlamydia?
I
more
don't
you
know. Maybe it's because some horny guy fucked one. I don't know.
I was just gonna say that they were having unprotected sex, but
I have no idea, but it's proven that they carry the clap.
I'm sorry, but most Australians don't fuck koalas, all right? They're too hard to catch. We prefer kangaroos instead.
yeah.
You shouldn't do that to a kangaroo. It might box your ears.
Oh man.
Yeah, I always talk about how like here in America, like we get freaked out, like, oh God, I saw a rat in the backyard. And I'm like, Australians, they have to deal with 6-foot marsupials coming into their yards and punching them in the face.
Oh look, there's a little
Have you seen the
baby
spiders?
moorhens.
Yes. Not for
Lola,
me.
there's 4 little ducklings sitting down in the water just there. Look, 4 little moorhens. 5. Just down on
You
the
should have
water.
brought some bread to feed them.
Yeah, no.
Are they aggressive?
Moorhens, hell no. They run away at the slightest sound. And
Yeah.
thought that was an eagle then. We do get eagles over here occasionally too. To pick off the birds. Just fun.
That's just because Australia wants to be America.
There you go.
Yeah, but put it this way: our eagles would make mincemeat of your eagles. Your
I doubt
so-called
that.
freedom.
I doubt that. You've not seen the bald American eagle.
Oh man. Are
Look
you
up a
about to
wedge-tailed
bring it?
eagle. Look up a wedge-tailed eagle will have a freedom bird for breakfast.
You know what? Never mind. This is Australia where everything scary goes to live. So you're probably right.
Put it this way: eagles pick up sheep and can cut off baby sheep for
What is it? The
breakfast.
chupacabra? That's not an eagle.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Rosetta could fight a lot of these animals.
Oh, come on!
Where's Rosetta?
We need to have an eagle war. What the?
She was off doing something before. Okay, I just saw a bird dive completely in the water. I think it was a kingfisher. Let's see if it comes up with anything.
Is Rosetta doing okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was doing okay before. I was talking to her before when I was doing a live on Discord.
I hadn't got to talk to people in a while because things have been so crazy. So
Yeah. Oh, and just
What the
because I
heck?
will, like,
Is that a harpoon
Where's he?
gun? Oh wait, no, that's your scooter thing.
yeah, that's my scooter.
I was going, what the heck? Is that a harpoon gun? Is that a
he's in a harpoon.
is that a freaking
I
sniper
only use
rifle?
harpoons when I go for stingrays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to cop one in the heart. So
I just figured it was for revenge for Steve Irwin, but
okay. Well, if I really, really wanted to, I could pay $70, go about an hour that way, and I could go to his park. I'm actually not that far from it.
Oh, that's cool. I saw like his son was doing something the other day. Like I think his son, Steve Irwin,
Okay.
his son, I
Bob.
think he's doing some kind of like wildlife.
Is he like picking up from where his dad left off? Like,
Yeah.
In the business?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think his daughter does too.
Yeah. I thought I saw her in some of the programs.
So yeah. Ben, how did your midnight stream go?
Oh, it went pretty well. We nerded out. We talked about, I was talking about Hocus Pocus 2 because like I can't watch it, but I'm speculating because I'm like,
Why
I
can't you
really
watch
liked
it?
the first because I don't have Disney Plus and I'm not going to pay for it. I
See,
refuse.
I went to a friend's house who pays for it. And we did like a big homeschool mom group thing where we all sat around her TV and watched it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wasn't impressed at all.
I mostly keep hearing like people either think it's meh or people just don't like it at all.
Like I
Like,
said,
how much of the original cast do they still have? I think it's the three witches and what? Do they bring back the three kids? The three original kids or no?
No. You have new kids.
Yeah.
But they have the three witches still. That's the only thing that was original.
Did they race bend them? Well, actually, they're new kids, he said. All right.
Yeah, it's all new kids, new cast. They did bring back Billy Butcherson. I love Billy. He's my favorite. You know, the little zombie, guy.
Like, you got to wonder why they couldn't bring back the original kids, like as adults now, and
That's what I wanted them to do.
Because Thora Birch, who was the little girl in the original, she had a job that she was already working on, so she couldn't be a part of it. It
What?
didn't. There was a conflict there.
Schedule.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah, a scheduling conflict. And then the boy, I think the boy just doesn't act anymore. He's completely out of the light. He doesn't want to be a part of.
I think Clownfish TV brought up the fact that there was an article where he was saying he wanted to be in the new movie, and the director just didn't want to bring him on.
It could be too that they've aged up so much that they just.
yeah, but they could have brought it in. You know that their kids, it's their kids that are doing all the stuff.
That
But
would've made sense.
I will say, it's been 30 years since the original, right?
God,
Right.
Jesus.
I know, right? It makes you feel old, doesn't it, Ben?
Yeah,
I'm so
I think
old that soon I'll need to start wearing diapers.
But it's been 30 years, so all the witches look really aged. I mean, like,
yeah.
Bette Midler's in her, like, what, 70s?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker, her eyebrows were painted on so thick and badly that it was like, I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. And then Kathy Najimy, who plays Mary, she's lost a whole bunch of weight. And so, like, her face is really thin and it's really aged. And it's just like,
Dang. What about says, I just watched that Hope Poke 2. They made a sequel book for Hocus Pocus 2 in 2018, and Disney owns it. Much better story. Here's the link to the Hocus Pocus sequel book on Amazon.com. Sarah J. looked the oldest.
yes, she looks so rough. I was just kind of surprised.
And it's sad because, like, in the original, when I was a kid, like, I was really into her, you know, in that movie.
I'm
I mean,
sure you were, Ben.
my balls hadn't
Ben,
dropped yet, but I was still just like, there's something about that cleavage that, you know,
So it's
can't
like
get over.
Hocus Pocus meets Sex in the City.
Well, that's the thing. She looked good in Hocus Pocus. She didn't look great in Sex and the City. Her face got all longer and shit.
That's why she's called Horseface.
What
But
what about says had a wonderful in that movie.
Yeah, in the
Whoa.
original she was pretty hot. In the new one, she's grandma hot. There you go.
There you go.
I mean, if you're looking for a gilf, Ben, there you go.
it depends
Yeah.
on the gilf, you know. You gotta hit a certain criteria.
What's the criteria for a gilf? I haven't ever heard this.
You know, it's like pretty much just a cougar, only slightly older, you know?
It's like doing Sophia from the Golden Girls. Come on.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, but come on, we would all do Betty though.
I actually thought Blanche was pretty hot, but you know.
Yeah.
Blanche always ran hot. Like,
What
that
about-
was her whole shtick. She was supposed to run hot.
Right.
Yeah.
What about so Sarah J has a weird face. It looks ugly and hot at times.
Yeah.
What about, you nut?
Just depends on the angle, you know.
What about the link is in the chat if you want to come on and talk?
Wasn't what about would bang the old chicks from Grumpier Old Men? Oh man.
It's been a while since.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, Sophia Loren,
Hell yeah.
she was hot in her day, okay?
Oh, she still is. And Margaret. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Aunt Margaret was hot stuff. Even in her old age, she was hot stuff.
Oh man. Hubba hubba.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you were doing Facebook and Twitch and YouTube.
I always do.
Wyz is on all of them.
Got it
He's
all
like,
going.
he's got to build that platform.
Yeah, because it's like losing subs. I gain a
Hey, look,
couple, I
Lola,
lose a
I'm
couple. I
about to
gain
go
a
to your
couple.
second home.
I gain a couple, I lose a couple. I gain a couple, I lose a couple.
My second home. Where's
Yeah.
my second home?
KFC.
That's not my second home. Ugh.
I didn't realize Australia had KFC.
I hate KFC. Ugh.
KFC, Red Rooter, Subway, Pizza Keepers.
So
Well,
I could go
this,
to the BWS, but nah.
The KFC here is not good.
yeah.
it used to be back in the day when they were still Kentucky Fried Chicken. But then I heard all these rumors. I never really investigated enough, but supposedly the FDA said they can no longer call themselves Kentucky Fried Chicken because they were
It's
not
'cause-
technically using chicken.
well, they were using what is it?
Like bioengineered meat or
Yes,
something.
yes.
So
They were
so
bioengineering
they
the
were like,
chicken.
so it was like you'd have for example oh, all right, your bet. Well, oh,
Oh
Lola
no.
keeps bouncing in and out.
What?
You keep bouncing in and out of the
Can y'all
screen.
hear me?
You're
Oh
back.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like you'd have some mass of meat that was nothing but drumsticks all connected to each other, and then another
It
mass of
was
meat
like
that was,
some weird Cartoon Network Adult Swim shit.
yeah, like you'd have a
What
bunch of
the?
drumsticks all connected to each other. It
Like,
wasn't a true chicken
y'all ever
anymore.
watch Squidbillies?
Oh yeah.
No.
No, what the hell is that?
Yeah. That's some Squidbilly shit right there.
Okay, what the hell is Squidbillies?
Squidbillies is a cartoon that used to come on Cartoon Network at night for Adult Swim, and it was little squids, but they were hillbillies. Jesus, Gil.
Yeah.
Dang, this heavy wind.
I
I don't
love
know
you,
what the hell's
brother,
going on.
but that wind.
Yeah, I heard of the series. I think I caught bits and pieces of one or two episodes, but I never got into it.
Oh, I
Into
love
Squidbillies.
Squidbillies. It was hilarious. Ben, you liked
I
it too, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
See, we're
I
from the
think I,
South. We get it. We get all the puns and all the funny stuff that they added in. We're like, you know what? I know somebody that's done that shit.
I think I was just turned off by the animation style. It wasn't my cup of tea, as it were.
Yeah, it was shitty animation for sure. But I always thought of it as like Beavis and Butthead or
Right.
um King of the Hill maybe.
I love King of the Hill.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I think they were talking about possibly doing a revival of King of the Hill. I'm like, nope, not in 2022. Nope.
No, not at all.
You could have done it 5 years ago, but not now.
Right.
It's
'Cause
just not. It's not
they would.
feasible.
Yeah, they would take all kinds of liberties to fix it.
Yeah, but wasn't the new Beavis and Butthead pretty good though?
I heard it was. People were cracking up at it. They're saying it's pretty funny. Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead.
I didn't watch the new Beavis and Butthead, so I don't know. But I was never much of a
I used-
Beavis and Butthead fan.
I used to watch it some of the time because they'd have this program where they would basically kind of commentate and make fun of music videos.
Yeah.
And then every now and then there would be like a tiny little story segment where they're just trying to check out girls and check out their boobs.
Is what about coming in? Come in. He
I
said
don't
he's gonna
know. I
look
thought
for
they
his
were,
headset.
yeah, looking for a
Yeah.
headset. Oh, it
I
looks like
haven't hung out in so
By
long,
the
you
way,
guys.
I'm
Like,
at our.
are you
Hey,
at the
Lola,
candy store?
I can get chlamydia now. No, not the reject shop.
The what?
chew 'em.
The reject shop.
Squids.
It's
What's the
a
reject
it's a
shop?
variation. It's the variations of Sam's Warehouse.
Ah. It's probably
I took
all
$1.
the imperfects, all the products that didn't make the grade. So
Why don't we have stores like that?
Those
Well,
prices look
Lola.
nice and cheap, but
I guess the closest you get is like an Ollie's or
Oh yeah, Ollie's is awesome.
yeah, I
Hey
like
Lola,
Ollie's.
wouldn't you like that to run around your house?
A
No,
crawling, a crawling
oh
baby.
god.
that reminds me of what is that movie? Train Spotting.
Oh lordy.
You ever watch Train Spotting?
I never did.
I don't think so.
So it's a Ewan McGregor's first movie, or one of his first movies, and he's a heroin addict, and he's trying to kick it, and so he's like all locked up in his bedroom, and he sees this baby crawling on the ceiling, and that baby still haunts me.
So he was on one of those trips.
Yeah, well, he's trying to get clean, and one of his buddies, like that he was getting high with, had a baby, and it died in the movie.
Oh.
And so he sees the baby crawling on the ceiling, and it's like, oh,
Oh god.
yeah. It's one of those moments in a movie that you never forget.
Oh man.
I think something what slipped under the radar for me recently was I know Hulu did like a revival of Animaniacs.
Really?
Yeah, like that's the thing, like
Oh.
nobody paid any attention.
I think that was a couple years ago, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I heard something about it and people
about 2
talked
years ago.
about it for a little bit and then they stopped.
Yeah, I remembered somebody complaining that they were doing like Trump era commentary or something.
That sounds
was
about
like-
right. Yeah.
And it was just like, come on, like why do that with Animaniacs of all things?
Right.
Right.
Hey, what about?
Hoy, hoy.
We're in Lola's favorite section, the unicorn section.
Unicorn section. Whoa.
We lost Gil.
No.
I was looking forward to the unicorns.
He got attacked by a magpie.
Oh,
What you been up to?
man.
What about?
Indoor magpies.
Watching this live stream.
You're in like
What
all
up,
the
what
live
about?
streams though.
Yeah, I'm a live stream whore.
That's why you love you. Come out and support us all.
Heck yeah.
That's why I was
That's
like,
right.
you need to get in here. We need to talk.
How's
So
everyone's
what-
Sunday, by the way?
Going pretty
Well,
good.
I'm clearly having fun bouncing around on my scooter everywhere.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Now, what about, are you
Wait.
Australian too?
You said, am I Australian?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't I sound like it?
a little.
It's like for a
Slightly.
second you sounded Australian and then you kind of sounded American Southern.
Right.
I don't know.
Lola.
What you got?
Elf on the shelf. Oh yeah.
I hate Elf on a Shelf. I have to like
Bet.
move that thing around.
Bag of farts.
Wait, there you go. Make your own elf.
I
Last
Hey,
don't.
you can finally get a boy.
Last year we got Krampus on the mantle, so
Oh gosh, I
But,
I
yeah.
don't like the whole elf on the shelf trying to make it the newest tradition. I don't like elf on the shelf at all.
I didn't like having to like pose it doing weird stuff like spilling sugar all over the counter or like
That's a
having to
waste of
make
good.
it
That's
having
a
to make
waste.
it look like it was doing stuff.
That's perfectly good sugar you're putting to waste.
I know, right? I could be making tiny food with that.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I
what I'm
don't even
talking
know
about.
why you bothered.
Was that Gail?
I think so. I think you said I don't know why they even bother.
I think it's just to like keep kids' imagination flowing and to
Yeah,
keep them
but
out of trouble during Christmas time.
is it
I don't
really?
know. But I will say Krampus on the mantle works a lot better.
Does it?
Just saying.
You don't want Krampus visiting you, do you?
You don't
Yeah.
want Krampus to eat you tonight, so
Well-
you better be good.
Or else.
I can't tug one of these. The Australian
Now,
licorice.
I will
Oh.
say it really makes me mad that they put out Christmas stuff at Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me at least get through Halloween before we start talking Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like they're doing it earlier and earlier.
It starts in like June and July here, and I'm like, are you people insane?
I mean, I understand retail it always moves it 2 months ahead of every season, but still. Whoops. What the hell?
I
didn't
don't
to
need
do that.
Christmas right after I just finished Christmas.
Seriously, yeah.
And I do have a tree that I keep up all year round.
For every season, right?
Sure, we'll call it that.
I do too, right back there.
I've got family friends who have like 3 or 4 trees in different rooms, and they decorate for each of the different holidays. So you could have an Easter tree, you can have a Valentine's Day tree,
Well,
you have a Halloween tree, a Christmas tree.
the girls upstairs, between like they have a playroom, and then it's the oldest room, and then the baby's room is at the end down there at the end of the walkway. And so they have like a corner there that we have a pink tree set up, and they get to decorate it each season. But in my craft room, I have a snowman tree that I keep up because, yeah, he is kind of zip tied together, and I'm not moving that thing.
Zip tie.
Like his hat is zip tied to his head is zip tied to the tree, his boots are zip tied, he has a scarf that's like zip tied. And I'm like, I'm not taking that apart to zip tie it every Christmas. Forget that.
So he's basically a prisoner.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. BDSM tree.
Pretty much.
Oops. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. There we go.
Right, Lola. I couldn't find a koala for you, but I found the next best thing. I found a yowie.
That
A
looks
what?
like Stimpy. That looks like
Yowie.
a candy, a chocolate candy that's decorated to look like Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy.
What is that?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Mm-hmm. You
Is
know
it
how
like
you guys
filled with anything?
think Kinder Surprise, but unlike your Kinder Surprises, we actually get toys inside.
Yeah, our Kinder Surprises are just chocolate filled eggs.
So look. See?
That's weird.
Toy.
Oh, okay.
Like that stuff was not Did we have that stuff when we were kids? I don't remember having stuff like that.
I don't think we had them when we were kids, but I do see Kinder Surprises that come with the dinky little toy on one side, and then the chocolate with the dip in another.
Yeah, my oldest used to love those, and now she's just like, forget it.
Over it.
Yeah, I guess the toys weren't cool enough.
Yeah.
What did you
Okay,
get
I will
for
be-
yours?
Yeah.
Have a look.
Let's open it up. Crack that egg.
Unboxing.
I got a frog. A toad.
Does it move? Does it squirt water? Does it jump?
No.
Is it a cyborg?
Apparently it's a shape-shifting frog. A mutable
Oh.
rain frog. Found in Ecuador, recently discovered in 2009. It's able to change the texture of its skin within a matter of minutes to mimic the texture it sits on.
Wait a minute. So it gives you information on the frog?
Yeah.
That's not a true toy. It's an educational object.
Yeah, I know. But
That's lame.
the Yowie ones have always done like creatures from around the world and that. But
Well, that was-
I remember back
was-
with the original lot before they banned them. If you weighed them and they weighed a certain amount, you could actually get the proper Yowies themselves.
Okay.
That was discovered in 2009 though, so that's not a real animal.
They made it up.
He's got to be an animal for at least 10 years in order to really be an animal.
Technically, it has been an animal. For
Okay, it has
more than
been 10 years. Shit.
Ben, did you do Southern math? Is that what's going on?
All the decades keep like meshing together for me now.
I know, right? Like, I was trying to do the math on Hocus Pocus, the original, and I kept thinking, it's only been 22 years. No, it's been 30. I was like, oh, crap.
It's like I remember the 90s as like its own thing, and then after 2000 it's like all the 2000s are kind of the same thing for me.
All blends together.
Things were good till about 2010, and I think around 2010, that's when things really started going downhill.
Yeah.
It's like entertainment became crap, music became crap. Everything was just crappy, and it just got worse.
Yeah, so far the only unique movie from like 2018 or 2019 that I thought was cool was Free Guy.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
I liked Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore
I didn't see
Henry?
that one.
You got to see Hardcore Henry, man. That movie was bitchin'.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
I like that movie.
But
And
why does
Chippy.
that sound like a cheap? Why does that sound like a cheap porno knockoff? Hardcore Henry.
You're close.
I was about to say.
It's not a porn.
It's a movie that's shot as like it's like a first person shooter, but
Yeah.
it's a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he does like parkour and all kinds of crazy shit in it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
But it's a movie. It's not a documentary.
No,
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
it's not a documentary. Did you ever watch District 9?
Nah.
Bits and pieces of it.
I don't
It has
think
the
so.
guy from District 9 in it, and he's like South African.
Oh.
And so, like, he made the movie Chippy too. Chippy was about a robot that goes and like joins up with a South African gang and like starts robbing people. That movie was awesome. I like Chippy.
Was that the one that also starred Hugh Jackman, or was that the other robot one?
Oh, that's Chappie.
Or Chappie. Yeah, Chappie was good.
I think
Anything with Hugh Jackman and it's usually pretty good.
I think that was Battle
Was Hugh
Robots.
Jackman in one?
He was in
Hugh
a
Jack-
robot movie.
Yeah,
but,
Hugh Jackman was in a robot movie called Chappie.
was he?
Yeah.
That might have been it.
Because he was also in a movie based on the kids' toy Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah, he was in that too.
Do you honestly think that he will be back as Wolverine, considering what him and Ryan Reynolds posted up?
I'm quite excited about that, but I don't. I'm going to try my best not to support Disney. So if I can find it for free, maybe, then I'll watch it.
What about, have you seen any of these movies?
Yeah, I've seen District 9.
Okay, so you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the actors from it though. That was a few years ago when I
I
saw them.
can't remember. I can never remember his name, but he's the main guy in District 9 that like goes on the run and turns into the bug. But he's in Hardcore Henry and he does all the parkour and stuff.
Seeing how all three of you like art, too bad that is water damaged.
What is that?
A dragon and looks like some sort of wizard.
What?
The painting.
Oh,
It's just hanging out there?
Yeah, it's curbside checkout. That's what I said. It's a shame it's wrecked because even the frame looks freaking well made, like with swords and stuff on it.
Wow.
That is a freaking shame that's ruined. I would have taken that otherwise. Yeah.
So you're not going to take it now and fix it at home?
I can't fix that stuff. I'm not good at it as an artist. That's the reason why I pay Ben for my freaking artwork and comics and stuff. Well, I would pay Lola, but she doesn't deliver.
Hey. I deliver. It's Australia's fault.
Yeah. Hey, Lola, your latest umbrella book is still in demand, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. I still have to back it. I've been having financial challenges as of late.
I was telling people the other day to go back it and have a look to it because I asked him if I could get the other ones as well. I was like, maybe go have a look.
Wise, I'm pretty sure you already backed it.
I didn't.
Don't think so. I don't know. I've kind of lost track, and I keep giving Indiegogo suggestions on how to make their site easier to work with, but they don't want to hear about what I have to say. I just wish it were easier to go back into your your backings and easily search for different campaigns and whatnot.
They also need to do it so you can change the email on an old account too. So if you've lost the email, you can go back in and reset it back and see who you back because that freaking sucks off not being able to find out who you backed and everything.
Anyone else having trouble hearing Dale?
Yeah.
Probably I'm just saying, they need to fix it up so you can go back in. And if you've got an old account with them that you've lost the email to, you should be able to go in and change the email so you don't lose all of that stuff that you've already backed.
Right.
Because I know there's probably about another 5 or 6 people that I backed but I don't know where their comics are at or even who they were anymore. Like Outlaw Knights, I know are back. Tug's comic, Fragger Boom. I'm still waiting on his comic to come out. Black Flag.
Yeah.
Hail Salad, Salad Moon or whatever it is.
Camel
And
Moon, yeah.
Jason Craig, and Craig is one. They're the only 5 that I've been able to get in contact with and go, hey, what's going on with the comic? You know?
Gotcha.
I got Hell Salad the other day.
Yeah, I think they've only shipped like 8 like F or something. They've got
I
more to
also
go.
got Dwarfs versus Lions the other day.
Oh, did you? Nice. Lola, what team are you on?
What?
What team are you on?
I was Team Dwarf.
How dare you?
I
Team Lion all the way.
couldn't help. I think I was Team Dwarf. Oh no, I got 2 of them. So maybe I was both. Maybe I played both sides.
Supplying weapons to both sides. Always
That
making a
sounds like
profit.
something I would do. That's very much a Lola move.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
tried to get
man.
Juanito to do more artwork for Outlaw Nights, but he's too fancy and busy right now. You know.
Oh, dang.
Juanito is exclusively to 656 and Aerith.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he did a few of the promo images for Outlaw Nights issue 2.
Oh.
I love Juanito though. Juanito's awesome. He is such a sweet soul. Like I don't know, just sitting and talking with Juanito, like I just want to reach through my screen and give him a big hug and tell him it's all gonna be okay.
While you're doing that, tell him to do more artwork for Outlaw Nights.
Who's the one guy? Is it Jose Garcia? There's a book that Clownfish TV is crowdfunding on Indiegogo right now. And I was trying to remember, is their artist one of the 656 crew?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because
Maybe.
the artwork looks good. So I was thinking of backing that as well. Because I like
I try to back anything the 656 guys do because they are awesome. And I don't know, after that first book that they crowdfunded and their story about the 656, I just hooked me.
Did you get the Cryptidnals?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, did you hear? Luke Stone, Piper Steed, and John Dillard have the book Rift Riders, and
Yep.
if I heard right, it sounds like they're going to make available for sale 5 traditional art tiers. I mean, pages by Dillard, because I mean he does mostly digital, but for this campaign, it looks like he's going to be doing some at least
Now,
5 pages of traditional.
now Dillard is doing the Rift Riders artwork, right?
Yep, he's interiors, and he did one of the covers, the standard cover, and then Piper actually did the variant cover, the limited edition variant.
I'm pretty sure I got Piper's and Dillard's.
Yeah, I got them both too. And let's see.
How far is Rift Riders from being funded?
I think
know?
they still need about $2,000.
I saw on Twitter a little while ago. I think they actually hit their goal.
Are you serious? Really?
Did they?
I think so.
Can someone double check for me? I'm on my phone, so it's hard to.
Yeah,
it's hard
check
to
Ben.
multitask.
I'm on my phone.
Are you also Lola?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, because we were about to do tiny food tonight, so we're both on our phones.
Yeah, like I have to have my phone for tiny foods because it's the only thing with a camera that like I can adjust.
Yeah, it's hard to lift up and move around a big old laptop.
Well, not only that, I have to plug my what is it, that ring
Charging
light?
cable? Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
I have to plug my ring light into my laptop. So
You know what I've been doing lately? So you've seen those chargers where you rest your phone against a flat surface and it wirelessly charges your
yeah,
phone. Well, I've got one of those stands, right? It holds the phone at like a 45-degree angle and charges it. But that stand is plugged into the AC outlet, and that stand also has two regular USB ports on the back. So I plug my ring light into one of those spare ports, and then I plug the charging cable for my phone into the other. So that gives me some added length because I'm not running a charging cable all the way to my laptop.
right.
So
I've
I'm
been trying to
relying.
figure out something new I got to do for that because that ring light cord is so short.
Oh yeah, it is rather short, isn't it? Well, mine is. I don't know. I guess it's about 6 feet.
But Lola, I thought you'd be used to getting around short things by now.
I am not that short. Oh my god, I'm 5'6". I
They
can kick all your
Come on,
asses.
you gotta, Lola, you gotta admit,
wow.
Tug made it worse the other day just listening to him crack up laughing about, like, shit stirring you about your height was hilarious.
Yeah, so I have a thing for gnomes. I like garden gnomes, you know. Wise knows this because he sent me some Easter gnomes. Um, but I like gnomes, and so when I first started bringing the gnomes into the house, he was like, "Oh, it's a tribe of your people," and I was like, "Look here, just because you're 6'7" doesn't mean that I'm short."
It's a tribe of your people.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
great.
look into sending Lola some. Now that I know that she has a fetish for gnomes, I'm gonna try and send her some Australian ones.
It's
Oh
not
my
a
god.
fetish. Oh my god. They're just so dang cute.
Yep. Rift Riders is now 132% funded.
Yes.
Woohoo! Well
Awesome.
done.
How did they get funded? Where did they go?
They've been doing heavily. Been hopping on all kinds of streams. Hardcore.
Yay, I'm so happy. Congrats, Piper and Luke.
Heck yeah.
And they got 4 hours left, though. I'm assuming this is like the first 30. So
Yeah, it is the first 30. So they're going to do another 30 of funding, and then they'll go in demand for a short time.
With the in demand, do you actually pick the time, or does it automatically go? You know, you're going to be in demand for 30 days or whatever.
You leave it in demand as long as you want it to be, and it
Yep.
kind of serves as like an online store.
Is that
But-
why Black Flag is still in demand to a degree instead of getting bloody shipped already?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got to finish making the book. Some of the delays were because he had
He had
some
a lot of
flooding
health
going on.
problems.
Yeah, he's had recent health issues too. It was a coof, wasn't it?
He had COVID a couple times. He also had some like kidney stone issues and
Oh yeah, there was that.
Kidney stone
So-
issues, yeah, I can understand that issue.
so just have some patience, Gil. It's coming.
Yeah, I know, but I just like having fun shit-stirring people about certain things because it's fun.
Lola, did
But
you hear
yeah.
about? Are you familiar with the Peregrine drama?
I've seen some things, but I don't know the full extent.
Well, I'll just say the part about how the campaign closed eventually, and stuff happened, and then they were supposed to be fulfilling, but then they stopped. The group suddenly stopped providing updates.
Yep.
So everyone was like,
Hey, Wizzy, make
everyone
my
was
screen go large.
everyone was reaching out to Piper because she was the only one who was responding. But then there wasn't any, they weren't giving her any updates, so she couldn't,
Look,
give.
Lola. Gnomes. Gnomes. That's why I came this way.
It's a little gnome fairyland.
It's a Smurf village.
Yep.
You better run, Gelf. Gogormore's coming after you.
Why? Is he going to bite my ankles?
Actually,
He'll turn you into gold.
Gelf might be Gargamel.
Gargamel.
Yeah. So anyway, they, for whatever reason, it's I don't know what's going on personally, but it's like they stopped giving updates, and I think all the international backers, or a chunk of the international backers, are still waiting for the book. And it's been months. And one of the people who was waiting for it was Perth Comics. And I love Perth Comics. Always
That
releases.
guy's everywhere. I see him in like everyone's streams lately.
Yeah, he makes hilarious stuff. But I heard that he never got his copy, and he was real curious. So I took it on myself because I had compared it multiple times and got my shipments. I decided to send him one of my gift him one of my copies. And just out of curiosity, I wanted to see what it would be like shipping to Australia nowadays. And it took about 2 weeks total. And my package arrived before theirs.
Wow.
So Wise Guys fulfills.
Well, like, I had so much trouble when I was fulfilling with Australia because, like, they ended up closing the borders down to the USPS.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I initially sent Gelf's package over to Australia, it ended up getting sent back to me. And then
Oh no. That's
he was
painful.
going through some health stuff. And so when I sent it back, it got sent back again. So
For what reason that time?
I think I'm not gonna.
Oh, all right, never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know
So
what
I sent
message.
it a couple of times, and I've held on to it until he gets to a place where they're not closed off. There's not some weird like shipping issue going on,
Right.
and he has like a stable address.
Yeah, I think that last time was also. I tracked as far as Chicago and as far as we got. So, yeah.
I have no idea what he said.
Me either.
Lordy.
I said it got as far as Chicago, Lola. As far as it got tracking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are open now. So
Yeah, we are.
I'm getting annoyed because one of the actresses from that She-Hulk show is boasting about being such a huge fan of the comics.
He doesn't sound like anyone from the show knows about the comic.
is that the one that twerked?
Yeah.
No, it's the one that the actress that plays Titania.
Oh.
She's going on about how she loves the show and how she was such a huge fan of Marvel Comics, and I'm thinking like that those two are not connected. So of course I had to open my mouth on Twitter.
Oh dear. Open up a can of worms.
I couldn't help it. I'm like, this makes no sense. Like,
I don't watch any of it. I'm just like, it's all trash.
well, no, it's like
nowadays.
I watch the people who review the shows, and like, Mahler and them,
Right.
they do it like scene by scene. They go through everything. So it's like I've watched the show.
Yeah, they do. They can do quite a thorough job.
And I'm just, it's got me like, I'm like, why would anybody be super happy or proud about this? Like the technical aspects of the show are horrible. The writing for the show is abysmal. The characters are nothing like what they were in the comics.
It didn't hold any kind of interest for me. Like, as a female, I was just like, this looks so lowbrow, low class.
It is.
And that's just not my thing. Like, I want something that's going to keep me interested. What's up, 24
For
Eyes?
sure. Hey, 24 Eyes, Outcast Owls Live.
24 Eyes, the link's in the chat if you want to come on.
Hey, Timothy, Melvin number 2 launches October 23rd.
Timothy Wilson! What's up, Timothy?
Yeah, I mean, I never actually read the She-Hulk comic book. I mean, I liked the way they designed her character during that one series where they actually made her look feminine. But
You didn't like the man She-Hulk?
hell no. I watched some of Anna the Star Wars Girls videos because she was a big fan of She-Hulk, the comic, and she points out how vastly different the TV series is, and even the creators of the showrunners have admitted not having read the comic or not being familiar with it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, you can look and tell they've never picked up the comic and read it. So
yeah, it's like a self-insert.
And the show itself, it's like, it seems like it's all about She-Hulk's insecurity combined with like her being really selfish.
Well, I promise in Melvin 2, there will be no green women twerking. None.
Dang it, Timothy. Why you gotta run it for me? That's what I was hoping for.
You want green women
Spoiler
twerking?
alert.
You got it.
But will Jalila Jamil be involved? And will she be talking about how faithful her show is to your comic?
No.
Can you guarantee that, though?
I can promise you with 100% certainty she has nothing to do with my comic book.
Because apparently she's just such a huge fan.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, then she can shell out the money to get a copy.
There you go. That's the way to sell it, Tim.
Can't wait till
Shit, I'll tweet that thing at anybody. I tweeted the sign up page at Rob Zombie. I still haven't heard back from the guy.
Well, dang it, Rob. What are you doing?
I thought Rob Zombie was a dork just like us.
Have y'all seen the new, what was it? The Monsters? Yeah.
I
haven't seen
it. I saw the trailer for it and I was like, this looks... I mean, the movie adaptation of the Addams Family back in the 90s was kind of cool, but this looks... But it looked kind of dopey.
Lola.
The Monsters.
What is that?
It looks like it's been jammed up something.
Is that an animal?
No.
It's an ice cream.
Oh, it's ice cream. Oh, okay.
It's Australian ice cream.
I don't understand Australia.
Maybe it's
Nobody understands Australia.
What about, help us understand Australia?
It's a Pit Pat one.
Watch Crocodile Dundee.
Apparently Hollywood's lied. But apparently Hollywood's lied to us about Australia. They don't like Fosters down there.
No, we don't.
What
Yeah,
are
see?
Fosters?
It's Australian for beer, apparently, but even that's a lie too.
Oh
No.
shit!
True Australians
I know,
don't drink Fosters.
I don't know.
Look, it's stop checking.
Do you guys talk about throwing shrimp on barbecues?
No, it's because it's a prawn.
Now, the Outback Steakhouse. Are there rules there? Because I heard it was just right. No rules, just right.
We don't actually have Outback Steakhouses here.
What?
Really?
I mean, I would assume it would just
Wait,
be
wait,
in the
wait,
Outback.
wait. You have KFC, you have Subway, you have McDonald's, you have all the fast food, but you don't have an Outback.
Not that I've
mean-
seen.
I mean, I
just
know
don't know
y'all
what is
have
anymore.
the Outback, but I don't know if it's colonized.
Maybe that's what it is. They have the real thing, so they don't need some like trumped up American version.
I used to live out west, so yeah, that was the real Outback.
So
Black
our
brown, all year
outback is
round.
just that outback of the United States.
At least we have a bloomin' onion in your face, Australia.
I do love that
Your
bloomin'
face.
onion.
An
Now,
onion?
I'm
What's the-
sure what about
Okay, I'm
Engulf could
missing
make
that.
a bloomin' onion?
Hey, what the hell is a bloomin' onion? Please tell me.
So
Fried
it's-
onions, kind of coming out like a flower.
And apparently it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
It's-
Okay, yeah. I've seen that guy Nick something or other do that on YouTube.
So it's like a battered
how you've
onion.
got-
Pretty much.
I'd try it.
Yeah.
I love onions.
So it's similar to like having a bunch of onion rings, except in a string form.
Yeah.
So if you picture one of those two-handed apple core slicers, but you have many more blades around the circumference, and then you push it down over an onion, it spreads out all over the place in the shape of a flower.
It looks like a
Yeah,
lotus
that's-
flower.
Yeah, I've seen it done on YouTube. Looks pretty good.
It
Yeah,
is
so
really
that-
good.
What if I had more news that would blow your mind even more? So
What's
I got
that?
a book done. I got a book done, and I'm 3 pages from getting another book done. Melvin 3 is like 3 pages away. Art
Wow.
wise. Yep.
That's awesome, Tim.
Hell yeah!
Super proud of you, buddy.
That's 2 books done in a row. I have an awesome team, so I couldn't have done it without them.
I
Now-
love that about these types of streams is you get all kinds of people from different walks in here in the indie scene. So you got people that are creating, you got people that are actually backing consumers, you have people that are doing both consuming and creating.
And a few of us are crazy.
Oh, we're all
I'm not saying-
crazy.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying that a few of us
It's
are crazy.
It's really cool
Well,
to have
Lola,
backers
you
around
gotta
the
give
world.
yourself credit for the stuff you've done for the latest comic as well.
Oh, did you work on a comic, Lola?
I work on the Ashcan for Tug's book. He does the main
Tug?
book, and then I do. Yeah, Tug.
Oh yeah, he does that Umbrella Girl book.
Yeah, our kids' book. Well, it's an all ages book, but I write the Ashcan, and 6 a.m. does the art for it.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Fuck yeah!
I still
So-
want my ash can done, Lola. Damn it.
I know, Gil. I know.
The
know,
more
buddy.
important thing is when you guys are gonna do that little cook-off challenge where you're cooking little foods.
Friday, me and Wise, Friday night. Gil, are you coming to compete? Are you gonna come compete with us?
Not until I get out of the place I'm in now, because it's too hard to do it.
What kind of birds are
If I'm-
those?
Pigeons.
Oh shit! Well, that's
Ben,
boring.
don't act like you ain't ever seen a pigeon. You live in New Orleans. Come on.
They probably make different noises down there. They probably go oi.
No, see,
Crikey.
where Ben lives, they're carrier pigeons, so they carry messages back and forth.
Yeah.
That's the old school email system.
Well, actually, that's how I guess it's okay to say this. Back in the day, like drug dealers, the way they would run drugs and stuff, and tell you where the cops were and whatnot, they would use carrier pigeons.
I heard about that before.
You know what they're
No.
doing in how they're getting contraband in the prisons now? Drones.
Pigeons?
No, drones.
Drones,
Oh
really?
wow.
Yeah. There's when I was down in Texas, somebody I went to church with, he worked in a prison, and they had to walk a certain perimeter looking for stuff drones drop off. It could be anything from
Wow.
cell phones to.
Technology is advanced. We went from carrier pigeons to drones.
Exactly.
Right.
What's next? Carrier drone pigeons?
A robot.
Yes. I can see that happening.
As long as you don't go Pacific Rim style.
You go down to the park with a handful of nuts and bolts, and you feed the robot pigeons.
You're gonna end up with some Skynet shit. Terminator's gonna come after us all.
I just wanted to feed the pigeons, and they killed my whole family.
That
Right?
was kind of. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. What was that game? The one Horizon Zero Dawn. Because they did that whole it's the post-apocalypse, so there's animals, but they're all robot animals, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense.
You should just do Fallout and have mutated animals. You have two-headed deers and stuff.
That makes more
What-
sense to me.
What about that new one, that Stray game?
I don't.
Oh, Stray. I think that's pretty cool, actually. I'm surprised no one made it sooner. You basically play as a stray cat, and I guess you have the ability to read and talk. Actually, I don't know if you.
So the whole game was the game is you're a cat and you just do cat things, huh?
Well, no, you also complete puzzles and challenges and missions, and
Oh,
you
you can't make it like Grand Theft Auto where you can just have the cat randomly attack people on the street.
No. I guess you've got some intelligence as well, so you can unlock doors and find keys and things like that. Hey, Mananui, how's it going?
Yo, Matter.
Manui, what's
Ooh.
up? I haven't seen Manui in a long time.
Lordy.
We've had
So-
a good turnout tonight, Wise.
Yeah.
Got a full
I
panel.
thought
Whatever.
I'm on the panel.
And all you awesome guys showed up here on the panel to hang out with us. How awesome is that? I haven't seen some of y'all in a while, so it's nice. It's nice to just be able to kick back and not have to worry about all the real life shit that's been coming my way.
Yeah, the only thing you have to worry about is how many
Wise Guys
people am I actually going to run over.
I haven't watched one, I think, in a few months.
It's probably because I've been horrible about doing regular streams. I haven't been booking a lot of guests lately, and I've been kind of I've been stuck in a scenario where I guess it's self-imposed, where I'm consuming more content than I am creating. So
I've done that.
it's like I'm still visiting Confiscate and Fandom Menace channels and trying to show my support and whenever applicable, do mod duties. But I've been consuming so much through my phone that even modding is challenging. It's best to mod from a computer instead of a phone.
Well, I've been basically talking to people via my Xbox, but I've only been in Idaho for about 2 months. I actually got a job before we actually got a place to live. And
Oh.
so I kind of got my stuff set up. And I'm like, where are all the shows now? Like Hero Shack's they're only streaming on Wednesday, and I can barely find out when Rick Piper is streaming.
I'm
yeah,
trying to come back into it. I've just had so much going on that it's hard to motivate.
And some of these places, some of the streams that never were about drama are now becoming drama channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Vic's cool and all, but sometimes he invites people on that I don't want to have anything to do with.
right. Right, I hear that.
I have been shamelessly promoting my channel instead of shamelessly promoting my books lately.
Go full screen. Okay.
Well, if you need, I'm launching October 23rd. If you need a guest, reach
Hell
out to me.
Everybody here is more than welcome to come on because I wanna launch up into the stratosphere. I wanna become the best of the best.
Turn your
That
camera, Gelf.
That way.
There
you
you go, buddy.
For some reason, I'm thinking of the Gilligan's Island theme.
That is pretty awesome water right there.
I kind of want to just like jump off the side of the cliff there, right into it. Just swim.
Well, there are
There
rocks down there.
A 3-hour tour.
Yeah, I'd probably bounce like a beach ball.
Especially if that.
Well, if you're gonna do that, just at the last moment yell, "I regret nothing," and then...
I will admit I can't bag Lola out for a big buck too much. Otherwise, Tug might come after me with a hammer.
And I'm assuming that because this is Australia, I'm assuming that water is full of monstrous creatures.
No, actually, the opposite. It would be the tiny creatures that would be the ones that would kill you faster.
Well, see, they would kill you though, so that falls in line with.
Look at the Irukandjandi jellyfish. That thing is tiny and it will kill you really quickly.
That
Thankfully,
sounds like something
really
I
come down
want
to
no
stuff.
part of.
I was gonna mention you were gonna mention sharks. I'm like, yeah, that seems to be.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We do get sharks in here. Over on Bribey Island, which is the island over past that next headland.
What about?
Oh, what
They
about
catch huge
buddy?
friggin' 10-foot sharks occasionally.
Sleep well, friend.
Oh,
I was hoping to talk to you.
Take it easy. What about? Have a good night.
Number love, what about? Sleep well, buddy.
Wait, I thought he was in Australia too.
He is.
Well, it should be daytime then.
Well, maybe he's taking a nap.
Well, some people do take. I mean, this is the weekend over there.
Look, the older I get, the more naps I need. Okay.
I was needing a nap last week. The store I work for has something called a case lot sale, and that's where they sell things by the case.
Oh.
So you got people leaving there with like $800 orders and stuff.
What are most people buying by the case, though?
Naps.
Condoms.
There are huge bags of flour, sugar. There's huge bags of, huge boxes.
Gnomes.
No gnomes yet.
Don't lie, Tim. There's a bag of gnomes around there somewhere.
Well, they haven't told me. Huge cases of like canned vegetables and whatnot. Just a lot of stuff.
Okay, so perfect for like restaurants and food shelters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Just it's very popular. So.
Nice.
Yeah. A lot of us were pretty cranky because we were like understaffed.
Oh yeah. I recently ate at an IHOP, and I'm used to IHOP being a certain quality and standard level, but this was like unlike anything I remember. Oh yeah. Yeah, there were people waiting in the, to be seated, like the front lobby area, if you will, and like one family didn't even get their name put on the list, and then another family just had enough of it, so they left. And you'd see some employees peek out in our direction because there wasn't anybody at the front desk for a while, and to check people in, and but they would make like a quick glance in the general direction, and then they would like ignore you, and then go back to the back of the restaurant. And,
There was driving up from we were driving from Portland. By the way, I hope Portland burns to the ground. It's a piece of shithole city. It's garbage. Anyway, yeah you know. We were driving up from it, and we got into Idaho, and there was a Dairy Queen, but it's a small town. It's closed due to understaffing, so we had to use the drive-through. Yeah, it's just like how can you have like lack of people working? There's barely any. It's a small town.
Yeah, what's crazy is not only are they short staffed, but like half the restaurant had tables that were still dirty that needed bussing. And oh man, there were a couple people that were just mostly chatting amongst themselves instead of
Hughes Box looks like he's a one of those press agent, those reporters trying to ask us a question. He's just waiting out there.
That's just
Mr. Wise.
That's just because I'm so cheap. I can't get a mic stand, so I have to hold it up to myself.
You look like you're reporting from the field. If we go down to Fuse Box, who's reporting on the top story? Fuse, can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I'm just here in my little hut in New Orleans.
And you can use Gelf's background noise as like, hey, it's Hurricane Ian.
The gale forces are...
I'm waiting for the koalas and the kangaroos.
You won't see anything. I am planning I'm going to have to start streaming on YouTube now because I've been asked to by quite a few people. I will plan to go to the koala park and all that kind of stuff so you guys can see all that.
There's a koala park?
Yeah.
Do people take their koala out and walk it like a dog?
No. It's just like a sanctuary for them.
Can you take one home?
If only just to rub Ty Beard's nose in the fact that, I can go play with some kangaroos because he's still got to take his daughter to do it.
They're probably you probably shouldn't pet them. They look all cute and then they claw your face off.
Right.
I haven't yet.
I know male kangaroos will punch you in the face, literally.
Oh, that's really pretty.
They can eviscerate you. Yeah, their toenails are so sharp they can eviscerate you.
Yep.
Again, they carry the clap.
Look,
that's the best reason to stay the fuck away from them.
It's okay though, they're cute.
No, they carry the clap.
But that's the reason they have sexually transmitted diseases is because of how cute they are.
Oh God.
Everything
That sounds like some shady shit there.
Everything is fun and games until a koala gives you the clap.
Clap off the clapper.
It's all fun and games until Grandpa gets the clap from the koala.
Something like that. Although I did hear one guy say to my dad that back when the war was on Grand Scout, they used to go for
Yo, we can't hear you.
You're breaking up.
I said the back during the war, like one of the guys was telling my dad that they used to go for the emus because they give you better rides.
Oh God.
That That's just
Those-
creepy.
Those emu hussies.
Why is it like this is not what my channel is about? Like, what are you people talking about?
Emus,
That-
like birds in general, are creepy to me, but emus are especially creepy to me.
Yeah, and we're the only country in the world that's lost a war against them twice.
I can't say I blame you. They're freaking creepy animals.
You lost the war against emus
Twice.
twice. Wow. I
They're
can't even.
descended from dinosaurs. I mean, it makes sense.
Like I honestly reckon, like they reckon the chickens are the closest to raptors and all that. I reckon the emus are pretty much get a dinosaur out of an emu.
Wow, there's a lot of wind today.
Well, it is near the. It is like what, near the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of reminds me of all the beaches in Washington State.
Wait, the beach?
Go there,
What
it's
beach?
cold
There's
and
no
windy.
sand here, guys. Well, it is kind of high tide. Yeah, Lola, when you check in Roman's Discord later on, the photos I was taking pictures of from the wetlands, that was just over in there.
Oh wow.
Oh, over the back there actually, but yeah.
Huh.
You can share log that because I know she likes that stuff.
Are you near the Great Barrier Reef?
No, that starts up near Gympie, which is another 100 k's up the road.
I mean, I'm just pulling out all the stereotypes and throwing them out there. So,
Yeah.
if you want to ask me like about jambalaya or jazz music, I won't be offended.
How about voodoo?
There are people who are still into voodoo over here.
Yeah. I want to know about the voodoo. The voodoo?
Yeah, the voodoo. That
The voodoo that you do
so well.
so well.
Like, I know there are like voodoo priestesses, but most of them hang out in like the French Quarter and the Bywater.
Have you visited one?
No, I've just heard about them.
Word has it the French Quarter is kind of stanky.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh my god, Ben, you gotta go visit one and you've gotta live stream it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and
I've had
And-
my
and see-
palm read.
No, I'm talking about a real voodoo priestess, man. You gotta go out there and like live stream that shit.
Inquire
Yeah.
about
It's
zombies.
October. Come on, it's October.
yeah,
Yeah.
see if you can stick some dark spirits on the boozy for us.
I do know a couple of buildings in the French Quarter that are supposed to be haunted.
Oh,
You
There you
should
go.
do that for October.
Totally
Yeah.
live stream from a haunted place.
Like,
Actually,
there's a
I-
place in a hotel in the French Quarter I know about, and there's a place on Royal Street that is supposed to
Hey.
have like the spirit of an angry slave owning couple.
Better question, Ben. How many beads have you given away?
That shit's like beads. Everybody's always, oh, beads. Like, tourists will actually pay like $10-20 for a thing of beads, and like that shit is so cheap.
Suckers.
hey, is there a Friday the 13th this month? No,
I have no idea.
Let me check. I gotta.
because
I
if
got
it is,
him.
that would be the best time to stream. Because I'm also thinking I should go look into the haunted Brisbane tours and go do that on Friday the 13th.
No, there's a Thursday the 13th. That's no good.
You could do it at midnight. The witching hour.
It's technically Friday the 13th, kind of.
Man, I thought Lola was suggesting Ben do a live stream in the red light district.
There you go. I'm
But
picking
technically,
I'm picking up a hooker now, guys. Hold on.
there's technically no red light district. I mean, I think
I was
all
gonna-
of downtown is the red light district.
A bordello or something.
The Australian version of that, or the Brisbane version of that's really, really bad.
You go visit the Anne Rice house.
Uh,
You can find the gravesite of a famous voodoo practitioner.
How often do you get asked about that, Ben?
I don't even really completely know where it is. I'm guessing it's on St. Charles, but I don't know.
What the gravesite of a famous voodoo practitioner?
Oh no, no,
Forgot
those
what
are
her name is.
all the grave areas. Well, I hate graveyards here because we have above ground tombs, and that shit's
They're
creepy.
mausoleums.
Yeah.
It's all mausoleums.
I only know that because there's a story of the Misfits. They were looking for a famous voodoo practitioner gravesite, and they got arrested, kind of just wandering around a graveyard one night.
I know I am
Sure.
related to an old famous a famous baroness who was like the first female business owner in New Orleans, and she would famously wrote she kept a thing in her book or in her journal about the dudes she slept with and how good they were.
How
And
she
this
had
was
a
like
top
from the
10 list.
1800s.
This explains so much about you, Ben.
Yeah, and she slept with her own cousin.
Ew.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
I'm
think
from the South.
they weren't able to expand out. There wasn't transportation.
Oh, jeez.
And actually, I
dear.
think there was a rumor that Andrew Jackson slept with her.
Oh wow.
Andrew Jackson
Damn
is fucking
Tennesseans.
crazy.
What about Colonel Cungalinus?
Those damn Tennesseans, man.
How'd that skit go? The one with Christopher Walken.
Gotta go down to New Orleans, get those baronesses.
I mean, you know, New Orleans, you can have a good amount of sex, and it's all about alcohol, really.
Sex, voodoo, and alcohol.
Alcohol is like
Sex,
our
voodoo,
main
and
form of
rum.
tourism.
It's known for rum, right?
More like vodkas and martinis, and you can also get a lot of cheap stuff. Like I used to drink 40 ounces of OE.
OE.
I have no idea.
Old
I
English.
have
Okay.
Old English, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
So,
Where I'm
how
from,
often-
it's whiskey and moonshine.
I guess up here it's just mainly beer.
I know like you can get moonshine in like rural parts of Louisiana, but it's kind of hard to find around here.
I got friends who have steels.
So in Washington State, I guess they now allow hard alcohol to be sold in grocery stores. And one of the selections was moonshine. I said, if it's done legally, how is that moonshine? Isn't the whole point like is that moonshine is done illegally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
is that really?
moonshine is like diesel fuel. That shit
Yeah.
burns so hard, like it burns
Oh,
straight
yeah.
through you.
I don't like moonshine at all. It's so freaking strong.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I don't think I have either. I know I've had something close, like I had Everclear, which is like, you know,
Grain alcohol.
Yeah, you might as well be drinking like rubbing alcohol.
So
I think a friend of mine
add
had
about 10% to that, and you'll have moonshine.
I think the only thing is like a friend of mine, his dad had like a mason jar of vodka and a mason jar of tequila, but that's not even.
Yeah, but we don't
homemade
have
tequila. Ugh.
But we don't really have cool animals like they do in Australia. All we have are alligators and raccoons and
Crocodiles.
Alligators.
And rarely like you can possibly find Florida panthers, which are a subspecies of mountain lion, but those are super rare.
And you don't have all the weird stuff that's happening in Florida happen in Louisiana,
right? I think we do in New Orleans, but it's so normal that it doesn't get reported.
Oh.
It's like, oh, it's yeah.
Every time I hear about something crazy, it's always in Florida. Like that guy who got arrested twice for trying to get it on with a horse.
I didn't
Wait,
hear
what?
about that.
Yeah, there was a there was a guy that was arrested. I think it was in Florida, and he was trying to have his way with a horse, and then he got arrested again for trying to do it to the same horse.
I remembered reading something about a Florida guy getting arrested for kidnapping somebody and forcing them to play Yahtzee.
Okay.
Did they try any other game like maybe Monopoly?
He was like they showed his mugshot and he was a ginger, but he had like the worst sunburn I've ever seen.
Sounds like a
No.
guy I passed the other day.
Oh no, that is funny.
So Ben, how often do you eat crawdads?
I don't eat them that often because like I'm kind of a wuss. Like I don't like to peel them. I don't like getting it. It feels gross to me. But I mean, my dad will eat them a lot.
Was
Now-
it like does it taste like popcorn shrimp?
I don't know I can't really compare it to anything. It just it's good.
I see them at like buffets from time to time, but the ones they have out here, they're like the heads are almost the same length as the little tail.
Yeah.
Is that common, or are the tails usually bigger out there?
Nah, that sounds about right.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you suck the brains? Do you suck the head?
Most of my family does. I don't.
Okay.
I'm like, there's some lines I just can't cross.
Yeah, I'm a wuss in that regard
Not
too.
a big fan of crustaceans, huh?
No, I mean I love crawfish. I just hate peeling them.
I'm the type of person who loves crab, and whenever our family would pick up a bucket of crab, we would all
So
shell
hold on.
it.
So hold on. Wizzy, you're telling me that you get your crabs from your family?
Well,
That's as bad as me getting them from koalas.
No.
Good Lord. Where did this come from?
Oh,
The
whoa.
kid come over the
Oh, shots fired, bro.
No.
Kick Gelf.
No. Yeah. Time to kick Gelf now.
Gelf, how dare you?
That was easy.
Yeah. I walked into that one. So, yeah, so I would shell the crab and make a big old pile of the crab meat and then, offer it to anyone who wanted it if they got tired of shelling the crab. Because I found it fun. But, yeah, I love crab. I love lobster. It seems like crawfish is just so much work to get so little meat.
Crawfish are like the bottom feeders of the rivers.
They're good though.
Yeah.
You ever been to a crawfish boil?
Oh yeah. A million
Sadly, we don't
times.
get crawfish over here. We just call them yabbies.
Well, that's just wrong.
You call them what?
Yabbies.
We call them yabbies.
Oh,
Why?
yabbies?
I don't know. It's just that's what we've always called them.
Don't
Yabbies.
question him.
They're
I
like
mean-
the weirdest looking little creatures, though. I remember like going in the river and catching them with my dad when I was little.
Did any of
And-
you see the? All right.
They would scare the living bejeebus out of me.
Have any of you seen the footage of this guy who caught these two? They must be like fish from like really really far down in the ocean, but they have no eyes, but they have these giant teeth.
Oh, I know what
really?
you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like poking them, and then he's making them bite. He had this little hook thing. He's making them bite the hook and stuff like that, and picking them up. And
You know what?
Oh.
You know what's an ugly fish? Gar.
so weird.
Gar are some of the ugliest fish I've ever seen.
garfish.
They're creepy.
Is that the one that has like a long snout?
Yes, it looks like evolution shit all over that fish.
You think if there's a whole field of them, there would be a Garfield?
Oh,
Oh, Tim.
You went there. You totally went there.
dang.
I
That
had
was
to.
pretty good.
The devil
But
made me do it.
They're literally the ugliest fish I've ever seen in the river.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Have you ever been noodling, Ben?
Oh, that's where you stick your arm in the water and the fish bites your arm hand or something.
Yeah,
That's
that's how you catfish.
I'm not that country.
I don't think you
How
could do
dare
that
you,
with any.
Ben? How dare you? How
I
dare
don't think you
out
could
me
do that
like
with any other animal. I don't think you go, hey, I'm gonna go catch a bear. Hold on, let me stick my arm out.
I've been to the zoo.
Did you stick your arm out?
No, but I mean I've seen gar at the zoo, and I've seen black bears and all kinds of animals. And we used to have koalas when I was younger, but they couldn't afford to keep them, so they got rid of them.
Who'd they give it to? Like, they
I
must have
don't
moved
know.
them
It
to
was
another
just
zoo, or
they couldn't afford the eucalyptus. It was too
But
much.
but Ben, you've
Really?
got the best thing ever. You've got Cajuns and Creoles.
Yeah, I'm related to them.
You don't talk like them though.
Oh, I'm from the city, you know.
That's
I
right,
got
man. I knew. Eat me, you
eat
dumb
me, you dumb.
fish. I used to watch this show where they would take like different people out and they would show them how to noodle.
Oh lordy.
And like you'd have these like girls out there like sticking their arm in these mud holes, pulling out these huge ass like catfish.
Have y'all know the comedian Chrissy Meyer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard the
Yeah,
name. I don't.
she had a show in town this past weekend, and I went to see her.
Oh,
And
cool.
she asked like she was talking to a bunch of us in the audience, so she asked me my name, and I said my name, but because of like my southernness, she thought I was saying my name was Ben,
Bean?
and I
Isn't
was
it
like,
Ben?
it's Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
BEND.
I was being shameless. I went to the show because I was trying to get her to come on my channel.
Did
And
it
of
work?
course she was like, "Oh yeah, just email me at my thing." And I was like, "Oh, I emailed that before." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's
So,
like,
yeah, so
one day, Ben.
We're
you should have told her one day you'll regret this.
I was like, I've written
Uh,
to a bunch of the big YouTubers being like, "You want to come on my show?" And most of them don't respond.
were any of the other members of the Simpcast in attendance by chance?
Nope.
Or did you happen to see Cecil?
Nope.
See, you'll become a big success, and then they'll regret not taking you up on your offer. See,
No, that's when
what-
they'll be hitting you up and they'll be like, "Hey, I want to come on your channel," and you'll be like,
And then
"Fuck off."
what you
Well,
do is
I
like,
was just
okay,
gonna
email me at
ignore
this. What you do is you say, email me at this address, and you give them like a fake email. There you go.
CajunKing101@gmail.com.
Crawdaddy629.
She was hot. It's a shame she's engaged.
Yeah.
And when has that ever stopped you, Ben?
I
Yeah,
have
Bean.
standards. There are lines I won't cross.
Are there?
Yeah, I don't go for people in relationships.
Nah,
Here-
Ben's
here-
good
jealous.
people.
You know,
We're
honestly,
just
here's
giving
here.
Ben hell. We give Ben hell, but
Yeah.
Ben's good people. He's actually a gentleman.
I get jealous though, and I tell him, well, if God forbid, things don't work out,
Or, his brake lines get cut, or
He happens to disappear one day.
if a crocodile happens to eat him,
He happens to fall into a trash compactor, and I had nothing to do with it.
Nah, Ben would just had him in the bayou. That's all Ben's
well,
gotta do. Just throw them off in there and let the crocodiles eat them.
I'd have to drive a bit of a ways, and
Don't lie, Ben. We all know you know there's a perfect spot out there in that swampland where that body's gonna sink to the
The
bottom.
gate is gonna get you.
maybe the West Bank. I don't know.
Now, are you in a parish?
Oh yeah, I'm in Orleans Parish.
Right on, man.
I'm in the heart. I'm actually on the border of like Metairie though, so
You should like go find Pell Rider.
I don't know who that is.
He's in the chats a lot. He's like all over the place, but he owns like a strip club or something down there.
I know there was another YouTuber at the show who, cut me off at the pass, like going to get Chrissy on his show. I was like, I know what you're up to, asshole.
You motherfucker.
Some dude who lives on the North Shore with all the fancy rich people.
What happened to Gelp? He went all silent.
He's listening to us Yanks talk about stuff.
I figured he's fighting off the magpies and the kangaroos.
I thought it was the koalas.
He's like taking notes.
He disappeared.
Oh, he got offended.
Damn it.
Maybe the winds are just
What'd you do,
strong
Lola?
out there that
I'm good at offending people. My bad.
No, don't be ashamed of your gift.
No, I mean, like, I have to say, like, people who live in Australia are brave as hell. Like, nature is trying to kill them every other day.
If it's not nature, it's their government.
Boy.
Oh,
Ain't
hey,
that right,
Gil?
I only heard something about the government killing what off now?
No, we said it either the nature's trying to kill you or your government's trying to kill you. We don't know which yet.
Yeah, both.
See?
Apparently,
Welcome to America.
When the
the reason why I
apocalypse
went quiet
happens,
is 'cause-
Australia is where you want to be, because most people survive in Australia. Mad Max Road Warrior.
By the way, hold on. I'm gonna show you guys something in a sec. I'm actually home now because the scooter ran out of power, so
Oh, God.
after a while. That's all right.
Did you have to push it home?
No. I had enough power to get home, but that's fine. But the gummy koalas look like a giant dick.
Well, I mean, that goes with what you were saying about the chlamydia.
Told you. I told you. Go look it up. Google that shit.
Each one of our
Koalas have
gummy
the
koala
clap.
bears are full of chlamydia.
They're full of the clap.
Yeah, put that on the package and see how well they sell.
I just always thought they were cute, and then like it was like a year or so ago, I started seeing videos of them making these like creepy ass noises and peeing on people, and
Yeah, they do that.
They're not friendly.
They're just they're actual jerks in nature or something.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, they live in Australia. They have to be.
Did you ever
Right?
run across a frilled lizard, and did it try to chase you with the thing?
Field lizards, no. They're usually found way out west or up north or whatever. Not near the coast where I am, but yeah, no, I haven't run across them. I ran across a lot of blue tongues and bearded dragons, but not field necks.
Nice.
Interesting fact: if you're in the Middle East, camel spiders will chase you only because there's no shade, and if you're standing there, your body it gives off shade, so they try to hide under that.
Aren't camel spiders those really big spiders that get like huge? I mean, they're like as big as a dog.
Yes. There was two that they put like one end to end, and they were like the size of like a camel's leg.
What?
Something like that. Oh, it's the
Yeah,
size
fuck
of
all
a
that
human leg.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Ay.
Fuck your spiders. Oh my god.
Didn't know you're that kinky, Lola. I mean, after all, you already have spiders.
I don't mean literally. I mean like, take out a shotgun and shoot that thing and get
Send
the
it back
fuck
to
away
hell where
from
it
it.
came from.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
Lola,
that's Satan. That's leading to the portal to hell.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Lola, you've got spiders in the house, so what are you worried about?
They're
I've
small.
got tarantulas. I've got cute little
Oh,
fuzzy
yeah.
tarantulas that
Kill
live in
those.
like
Kill those with the quickness.
no, they live in little terrariums, so I don't have to mess with them. But we do get brown recluses here.
Oh
Mm.
no.
When I was down in Texas, I saw one tarantula and I didn't hesitate to pick up a stick and start stabbing that thing. It left a mark
And
on the wall for the longest time.
fiddlebacks are the worst.
What bat?
It's called a fiddleback, and they can get huge. I've seen one as big as a hand.
Good lord.
So they would
Yeah.
be like our huntsmen then.
Yeah.
It's weird how
Man,
we
but
really
our huntsmen
don't-
are awesome though.
our animals over here are just boring. Like we get raccoons and possums and
Do y'all have armadillos down there?
nope.
We've got armadillos. I've seen
That's
so many
cooler.
dead armadillos on the side of the road. Like, it's so creepy.
I've never seen a live armadillo. I saw a bunch of roadrunners when I was down in Texas.
Oh, we got nutria.
And armadillos carry a bacteria too that's like
Do they
deadly.
carry the clap?
No,
Probably.
they can't.
I know that. I know,
no.
like they give you
Armadillos have
leprosy.
Leprosy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Armadillos are disgusting. They're like,
I think they're cute looking.
Have any of you seen roadrunners?
no.
I've
They're
seen
nothing
the
like
one
the
that
cartoon.
runs away from the coyote.
No, I'm talking about the real thing. They look like cracked out birds.
Yeah, I've seen
No,
pictures.
I've never seen a roadrunner.
Yeah, they
Really?
look like cracked out birds.
That's funny.
I figured the coyotes chase after them with equipment built by Acme and
Funnily
always
enough,
running into painted walls.
the bloody coyote should have gotten the bird like every single time because the coyotes are a hell of a lot faster than the roadrunner.
I mean, that wouldn't have been fun.
Probably
I'm
not.
trying to think of the big mountain cats that we have up here.
Pumas.
Oh, y'all probably have cougars.
Well,
I think there's
that
mountain lions.
What
Is what they
state are
call
you
'em.
in?
I'm in Tennessee.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well,
We also
Lola
get, like-
technically is a cute cougar, but we won't go there.
Growing
I
up
was
in the
gonna say-
Northwest, we had
Gelf, don't y'all have Lucy Lawless?
No, she's New Zealand, not Australian.
Oh, fuck.
She's a Kiwi.
Yeah.
Um,
she was really funny in that Euro trip movie.
we get those big razorback pigs too. Those wild pigs, boar. We get boar.
Oh, we
up
have
on the mountain.
boars. We had boars in City Park, and they were a menace.
We have them that come off the mountain and they're wild, and they are mean.
we had
Boars
them out
are
west.
horrible. Like, they have razor sharp teeth.
Yeah, I remember a few years back there was like an issue where like a bunch of them were loose in City Park, and like they managed to kill a couple of dogs.
Ew.
Yeah.
Poor Fido.
Oh, and by the way, Lola, if you have a look at the avatar I'm using, that's actually an owl. I took the photo earlier today.
It looks like an orangutan.
It's an owl. It's a
I thought it
tiny
was a
frog mouth.
koala
What the-
curled
oh.
up in a ball.
It's a tiny frog mouth sleeping on a branch.
We have
I'll tell you
some-
one thing I saw in Texas were was it those giant ass toads?
How big?
Ah.
Oh, I don't what probably the size of your hand.
Hey Tim, when is Melvin 2 dropping?
October 23rd.
October 23rd.
And when
Is that
when is the Netflix adaptation gonna happen, and what it's gonna be changed?
Negotiations are still ongoing.
Is the main character going to be a black female for the Netflix version?
No, we're thinking more Chinese.
Oh, okay. So you're thinking
wait,
more
Chip.
creatively.
Tim, will you be a bigger sellout than Neil Gaiman?
Oh, I don't think anybody could be as big a sellout as him.
Yeah.
I have too much integrity.
I don't think Sandman's getting renewed.
Probably not. They've jacked it up so bad.
Is it as bad as Cowboy Bebop?
I wouldn't. I doubt it's that bad.
I don't like live action anything.
I don't know.
When it
That
comes
Battle
to
Angel Alita was pretty good, and I never wanted that movie to stop ever. It was so awesome.
I feel like with live action stuff, it's like somebody theoretically could do a good version, but it's like
a gamble.
for whatever reason they always choose people who like don't really like the source material.
You get also you see their costumes, and yet you see cosplayers can
But did you
do
watch?
costumes 1,000 times better than what the freaking they put on.
Did you watch the Death Note live action?
Nah.
Nope.
It was awful. It was so bad. Like I was so disappointed in that. And then there was another one that they did. What was it? Full Metal Alchemist?
I never
Maybe?
saw that one either.
That one, yeah, like
Really?
I forgot they did a live action of that one.
It
What's
was
next? A live-
awful. It pissed me off
live
because
action
I
Trigun?
love Full Metal Alchemist.
Dang, all kinds of live action versions of animes. That's
Yeah, well,
bad.
that's what they were doing for a while. Netflix was taking animes and turning them into, live actions, and they sucked.
And they're still doing it. I think they're doing One Piece.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
jeez.
Oh gosh.
Why
As
do they
long as they
bother?
stay
Like,
away
they
from
know
real
that
good ones like Trigun or like they did Ghost in the Shell already, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Scarlett Johansson.
And actually, I actually kind of thought that was all right.
Yeah, that one wasn't so bad.
The part about that was funny is that everyone over here, that the wokies were all offended by it,
Yep.
and the Japanese loved it. They said thank you for including us. Our one of our things in your culture.
Well, it's because they did a race swap, but they did it with a white person, and that's not allowed. Like that's when all of a sudden
Then
they
it's a
want to
problem.
stick to canon.
Yeah.
Anything else though, it's fine.
Yeah, it literally makes no sense. Rules for thee, not for me. Yeah. That's just like that TikToker that tried to cancel Metallica. I thought that was hilarious.
Wait. What the hell? Why would a TikToker try to cancel Metallica?
Because
why not?
20, 30, 40 years ago, they did stupid shit, and she tried to use that as a reason to cancel them. And it was like some very like vague stuff. And then she made the mistake of saying these four white guys when Kirk Hammett is Filipino, and then the bass player they've had for about 8 years is Mexican and Native American.
Uh-oh.
That just shows how stupid these people are. They don't know shit about shit.
Yeah. Oh, they're just looking for stuff to kind of get somebody.
I
on.
mean, they tell Wise all the time he's a white guy, so
Really?
Yeah, I'm a white supremacist. Don't you
yeah,
know?
he's a white supremacist. Don't you know he's the Grand Dragon of the KKK down in New Orleans?
Oh, it makes so much sense now. I could see it now.
Right?
Yeah, I visit every now and then. Yeah.
You take a tour of the facility.
Mhm.
That's some good heating
It's
you
like
guys are
that.
doing.
It's like that Dave Chappelle skit where he was blind and he was
Yeah.
the great.
And then he divorced his wife because he was a blank lover.
Yeah, 'cause
A bleep lover.
he found out she was. Yeah, that was a whole mess.
It was so wrong but so funny at the same time.
But that's how these people are. That's how stupid they are. They can't. Just because you don't fall in line with their stupid ideologies, like
Yeah.
I have internal misogyny. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
It means you somehow hate yourself because you're not supporting the narrative of oppression.
But
should say-
are women really oppressed now? I mean,
You should
Well,
say
you're
no.
supposed
I
to-
got an
you're supposed to think that.
antibiotic for it, so I cleared it right up.
right? Well, I always talk about my internal massages. So
Do tell. Let me get a pen and paper here. I mean, continue.
I always turn into something stupid like that because I'm just like, it's stupid to me. It's so stupid where
Oh,
our
it
world
is.
has ended up. But you know what's not stupid? Tiny food challenges, which is happening Friday night.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
That was a segue.
That was the
What?
segue to end all segues.
What are we making?
Apple pies.
You
Hey,
heard the man. Tiny apple pie.
Whoa,
well, it's
man, my
going
mind is
down.
blown.
I would have to go and have a look to see if there's two stores in Brisbane that I know that sell the tiny foods to see if they actually have the apple pie to begin with.
Oh no, we're making
Oh.
these from scratch, Gil.
Oh,
Or
so you're
close
making
to,
full.
What about tiny enchiladas?
or close to from scratch. Although I guess I could find a recipe for the crust. Excuse me. I was about to use like a pre-made biscuit mix, but since we have until Friday, maybe I should truly make it from scratch.
Just get crushed up Oreos and use that as the crust.
That's
Oh,
right,
turns out-
Manui. It's all just an attempt to avoid admitting they're wrong.
I'm really hoping that there's going to be like a renaissance coming up, like
Yeah.
just like a
The
revival.
tides are shifting. The tides are definitely shifting.
Oh yeah, that
People
whole
are
Metallica thing didn't work out, did it?
people are getting tired of the bullshit, and they're like, "No, we don't want to be part of this.
Yeah,
This is just
somebody was
getting stupider and stupider."
I think
someone was going
especially
on
with Amber losing, that has definitely helped the tide shift back towards normal.
Oh yeah,
Somebody
but I
was-
mean I'm still annoyed by the fact that the stands are still going. Like I've thought for sure that it would have kind of died down by now, but nope.
It's
Well,
gotten way worse. Like it's way worse
it's gotten to a
as
point
far
where
as they go.
I don't
The
even care
stand,
what Marvel and DC do anymore. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I haven't checked Marvel and DC in probably the last 3 years.
I've just been enjoying watching people review She-Hulk and how it's just so like it's probably like one of the worst additions to the MCU ever, if not the worst.
No
Are
wonder
any of
they
you
started.
what? Go ahead, Tim.
No wonder they started advertising the new Deadpool movie with Wolverine in it.
Oh god. Well, I mean, I feel like that's to me smells of desperation.
Like the commercial was pretty clever, but I was just like, oh, that makes so much sense why they started kind of like promoting that now. Because they had one where it's you see like Hugh Jackman in the kitchen and he's pouring himself something, and in the living room you have Ryan Reynolds talking about how he could play. I could play Wolverine, right? And Hugh Jackman's in the background walking across the room, going, "Yeah, right." You know, that's funny. Or they're talking about the new movie, and as soon as they start talking about the plot, you know, they get kind of cut off by music while they're explaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's funny. But
But then again, those
yeah.
two have had such a rivalry for years. It could be just those two are having a bit of fun anyway, just going.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't appear in it, it's just
I
just
him
feel
helping his mate out because why not?
like probably the dumbest decision I'm seeing modern Marvel making is that when they're like not the fact that they're bringing back Daredevil, but the fact that they're saying that the Netflix shows are not going to be considered canon. That's insane.
Well, they're doing the
Forget
Sony
they brought
Spider-Man are
Charlie
now
Cox back.
canon.
They got like most of the original cast back, but they're saying like we're starting over from scratch. I'm like, why? Like the originals were loved. Like everybody got into those shows. Like just continue. You don't have to reset everything. Like what is up with Disney and this ridiculous bottom line?
Do you think they'll bring back Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher?
No, I don't think so.
No. No, they
'Cause he's
basically
too
said
old.
they're gonna make this version of Daredevil more lighthearted, which
That doesn't sound like Daredevil.
that's code for it's gonna be a Disney Plus show.
He's gonna be like the
Yeah, the
gay
character.
Daredevil.
He's gonna be making stupid quippy jokes, and we're gonna talk about and all the men in the show are gonna be like the either stupid or like constantly sexually harassing the women.
Yeah.
And the women are just gonna be like, oh my god, this is just the worst. I'm so like, this is like worse than being in Afghanistan.
Oh my god. They might as well just have the character stop every 20 minutes to look at you, the viewer, and then give you a message.
That's kind of what they did in She-Hulk, because you know how like the comics, she would break the fourth wall and talk to the audience as kind of a gag. They did that in the show, but they did it for these really deadpan, stupid attempts at humor.
Did she give her consent?
Oh, well, in the first episode, she berates Bruce Banner about how she has it so much harder than he did, or how she controls her anger better than he did.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
And Bruce Banner, the most tragic character in Marvel, who's struggles with this dark side of his, and it's ruined his life, but he's a man, so he's had it easy.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. I hear She-Hulk's like predominantly all about man bashing.
But
It
She-Hulk
pretty much
never
is.
also had the army after, like the armies after and all that kind of shit either. The Hulk did.
And they turned Titania, her main rival, into a social media influencer.
Why?
Because it's fun and it's quirky.
Oh.
Because
Guys,
it's
we had a thing.
stupid and nobody cares.
It's like, it's so relatable, right?
Is it?
No.
Talking about followers on Instagram, and She-Hulk getting in a legal lawsuit because she's trying to use the term She-Hulk for her fragrance line.
That's because in their world, social media is real life. And they have to incorporate that into everything.
Because that's what that's what everybody views it as,
Surely they would have learnt the lesson after the Saints Row reboot went down that road, got absolutely slammed for it.
Well, you can't listen to the man babies and the trolls because, that would be admitting you made a mistake. And we can't do that.
Right.
We got to plow forward. Drinking those
Why is
white
your
male
awful
tears.
quiet on this?
Well, I haven't watched the series. I watch other
He's
YouTubers
blogging.
I like. I watch other YouTubers I like, kind of tell me about it, and it's like I'm tired of all the hatred towards man and the man bashing, and I just tune out of things faster when they go down that road, and seems like so much of Disney's content is that direction, and it just floors me. It boggles my mind that they don't mind losing money in favor of pushing an agenda, and then they whine and cry about people not wanting to buy their expensive crap. Then the theme parks are targeting all the rich people, and it's like, to hell with you, man.
It's very true. And it's like, it almost seems like a lot of these people, it's like they make these decisions specifically to piss people off. It's like that's their new marketing strategy.
It is.
They want to create controversy.
Yeah, it's that whole
I used to
thing of-
think they made it because they thought, oh, well, that's what people are hashtagging on Twitter, so that's probably what they want.
I think there's definitely a big group of people that do that, but they don't represent everybody.
No. It just means that Marvel and DC are out of touch. They're out of touch with what people want.
But
Well,
I think there is an argument for Disney kind of baiting people and intentionally making changes to IPs to trigger fandoms and piss them off enough so that they get all this free advertising, good or
Well,
bad.
it feels like they're just pretty much trying to replace the audience with the audience that they want. They push
yeah.
out the old audience and they bring in the new audience.
Yeah, but the new audience doesn't have the money to support them like the old
See,
audience used to do.
because
Yeah.
the new audience doesn't really want it either. They just want to be seen as, oh, look how woke we are.
Yeah.
And I think the new audiences also are more flaky about it. It's like they'll tune in a little bit, but then they're just kind of like, well, I got other shit to do. I don't want to watch the rest of this. And
I use Metallica as an example. They let in all these. They got popular because of Stranger Things, and the lead singers are like, "Well, let in all the new fans. You know, welcome them, right?" And then these new fans turn on them as soon as 2 weeks later.
yeah, Disney has become like the evil empire.
Yeah,
They
Well,
It
bought
really is.
every
Yeah.
time they touch something, like they ruin it in some way. Like Marvel was doing fine, and then when Disney bought them out, that was when they started taking the turn for the worse.
Well, I
in
mean, look what they did
everything.
with Star Wars.
I made
Yeah,
I made an observation because you have like Falcon has to be the new Captain America, and I was thinking, so in order for him to be a more popular character, he has to adopt like a white persona. So he has to be. He's not good enough to be Falcon. He has to be Captain America.
Oh, I got in a big old war with some people on Twitter because I made the suggestion that Winter Soldier would have been a better choice to take up the mantle, and I was flooded with people calling me stupid and racist.
But
That's
hold on,
because people don't know the canon, though. They don't know the canon behind it. They don't know the lore, and they don't read the comics, and so therefore
Well, it's like
they just take
even
what they're told.
well, it's like for me, it's like even not reading the comics, just from the movies alone, like looking at the character arc for Winter Soldier, I just thought like it would have been a good opportunity. Like the Winter Soldier is known all over the world as this assassin that worked for Hydra. So it would have been a good idea to give him a new moniker, a new persona, and something he can do to kind of make up for the sins of the past.
That'd work too. Or
And
they
to
could have
me, like,
introduced U.S. Agent like they did in the comic books.
Why didn't they hire you, Ben?
and also I just think that like in particular for like if you're thinking about it symbolically, Winter Soldier was enslaved mentally to
By the
Hydra.
Russians.
Like they were
Hydra.
brainwashing him and forcing him to do shit he didn't want to do. So wouldn't it make sense to make a liberated enslaved person into the symbol of freedom for the
Right.
world? Like it could work on multiple levels, but everybody was telling me that Bucky is too mentally damaged to do that, and that he's not
Right,
worthy
but
of the mantle, and he's
taking
too
a guy
screwed
that's
up.
been frozen since World War II and reviving him isn't mentally damaged.
But that's another thing. He, just like Steve, he was a World War II veteran that
Yeah.
has been put into a time period where he technically doesn't belong.
Or he
You
should be
know,
older than he is. Yeah.
and he's a super soldier, just like Cap was.
Well, my point was, well, why can't if Falcon has to have the shield? Why can't he just be Falcon, but he just carries the shield out of respect for his friend?
Well, I
That
think
could
that's
work too.
I think that's
Yeah.
ultimately what they're doing, right?
Right,
Where
Why?
but he's the new
Did
Captain
you
America,
forget to
though.
pay the electric bill?
no.
Well, that was my point, though, is that, but he has to be the new Captain America. He can't just be Falcon, who just happens to have the shield.
Right.
Was he not good enough to be himself?
And I was honestly okay with him being the new Captain America at first, but then when I heard the stupid political crap they threw into his TV show, I was like, yeah, nope.
Well, they were doing stuff
Nope.
like that with even with the comic book, where they save these two couple and they go, well, that's not the That doesn't look like Captain America, like Avengers or Captain America, and they had to make some comments as they're walking away. Like, oh yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
it is midnight. It is my bedtime.
Yeah,
Oh,
midnight
it's 11:07
Eastern.
here.
Yeah, we should go.
So
We
it's
should
like,
get off here and then go over and bug Tug.
Is he still
Is-
alive?
is he?
No idea.
You would know more than we would. I
Oh.
mean,
I mean, technically, he's in the basement on the computer, and I'm upstairs on my phone. So
oh,
So she's just watching it from the security cameras, the basement security cameras.
Yeah, but you're forgetting one thing. The basement isn't finished yet. It's still got dirt floors, oiled dirt floors, but needs
I
work.
wish that it had like hardwood floors. It's got carpet down there.
It would be interesting. Like
I'm
if
gonna
you
have to
pulled,
teach Lug how to run around in socks and build up the static electricity to zap you.
I can just run up and start shocking you guys.
yeah.
Well, like
Hey,
even
Lo-
the poles down there that hold it up, for the foundation are carpeted.
What?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's almost like putting shag carpet.
Are the
on
ceilings
the wall.
carpeted too?
No.
Yeah, but I'm guessing Lola's bathrooms are carpeted.
Yes.
Oh
That
man.
is disgusting.
You're telling me.
I wonder if you pull up the carpeting, if it'll reveal all these beautiful hardwood floors.
It was built in 1979, so maybe.
Oh, that house is as old as I am.
Lola,
Like,
I mean, holy
I
hell.
literally have felt or wallpaper on the walls when you walk through the front door, like the little foyer area. It's felt wallpaper.
Oh my gosh, felt?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you felt it?
Oh.
No,
Does it
it just
collect
came that way.
does it collect dirt easily?
It's horrible. I hate it. I've been trying to tear it down and like paint. I want to paint it.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
Well, you guys own the home. You should do it. Like, rip up the carpets and,
that takes time and money and effort. I'm working on it slowly by little by little. I'm working on it.
surely Tug grifts enough money off all of us to be able to do all that.
But like the bathrooms upstairs, they have rose wallpaper. There's roses all over the bathroom.
Oh my.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
getting drunk and going into the bathroom is trippy.
Uh, do you
Well,
do you
if I ever get my back to the States, we'll have to get in there with the heat guns and pull that shit off. And get it back to bare walls so you can do something with them.
It's terrible.
Do
It
you have
definitely
any-
looks like it was built in 1979.
do you have any
Best
popcorn
year ever.
ceilings?
Do I have what?
Any popcorn ceilings?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the
bad.
ceilings are popcorn.
There is actually my ex was telling me about how she wants to get rid of the popcorn ceiling in the master bed. And she was looking at YouTube videos, and there's a way to hit it with like a spray water, but just enough to absorb into the popcorn ceiling. And then once you let it sit for a little bit, you take a scraper, and it's supposed to come off pretty easily. So
Yeah, I saw that short just the other day about that. The guy said, "Yeah, you hit it with spray bottle with water."
So we're gonna try and like the guy in the video was using like either a pump sprayer or like a maybe even a professional one, but not too powerful, but just enough to coat it with water and give it enough to absorb into it. And then it's supposed to come off pretty easily. And so we're gonna try and do that and see if it'll come off because I tried to use one of those popcorn sealing replacement things that come out of a tube or a sprayer, and it came out horrible. It was really bad. I mean, maybe I could have gotten it to look right if I'd had more practice, but it's disgusting looking. So we're going to try and remove it.
I just hate all the wallpaper. I mean, the wallpaper looks very dated.
Yeah, that's
So-
like my the family home in California. The kitchen has like yellow wallpaper on it. and oh man. And it's at least older than, I think it's 1984 era, maybe even earlier. But I know when we moved in, it was 1984 or so. But yeah, that is definitely dated.
Guys, I'm gonna have to call it a night. I'm gonna start falling
Yeah.
asleep.
Me too. I got to bail as well.
I
I want to
no
thank
problem.
everyone for hanging out.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yep.
chilling. Good to catch up with a bunch of you.
Yeah, I love it. I like
It was
it. It
fun.
took me away from the real life bullshit.
And don't forget, we're going to have Tiny Food Challenge this coming Friday. It's going to be Tiny Food Apple Pie. And depending on how things go, we might have special guest Gelth Walker with us. Let's see. Tim, you want to tell everyone how you can be found on social
You can
media?
find me on Twitter under Timothy Lee Olson and on Facebook under Max Lee, which was originally my backup Facebook profile, but now it's my main Facebook profile since Facebook nuked my original one.
Oh.
So yeah, that was a few years ago. So that's where you can find me. And sign up for Melvin 2, dropping October 23rd.
October 23rd.
Yep.
Melvin number 2.
All right.
Damn Skippy.
Gelth Walker, how can people find you on social media?
Golf Walker on YouTube and Twitter. I'm easy to find.
We can always find Gil. Even when he disappears on us, we can still find him.
All right.
Usually in the local obits.
Fusebox. Ben, how can you be found on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Knights Outlaw. You can also find me on Instagram at Outlaw Knights. You can find me on Facebook under my real name, Ben Fuselier, Fuselier. And you can find me on my YouTube channel, Fusebox. I host a live stream every Thursday night around 10 p.m. Central, and I'm starting to host a second stream on Saturdays around midnight Central. So everybody's welcome to come on, and we just have a lot of fun. And don't forget, Outlaw Nights issue number 2 is going to be launching at the very first hour of November 1st. I'm going to be hosting a big old live stream, and I hope everybody can make it.
Right on.
Wait,
Right.
Ben, all this time I've been saying your last name wrong.
Everybody does.
I've been calling you Fusler.
Everybody either says Fusler or Fusslier or Fusslier.
Refusler.
But it's Fuselier. Makes sense.
It's that French. Well, it's more like bastardized English French.
Oui.
Ms. Lola, how may you be found on social media?
I'm Lola Meets on YouTube, Snowballin 2020 on Twitter, and you all can always find me over here with Wyz doing tiny foods.
Hell yeah.
When we get around to it, when
Yeah.
life's not taking us away from it.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be nice to it's gonna be nice to get back to that.
Yeah, we're having a comeback. We're coming back.
Don't
Yeah.
call it a
Taking it back.
comeback.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitch, Wise Guys Entertainment, all one word. At Twitter at Wise Guys Tweets, and on YouTube at Wise Guys Entertainment, 2 words. Wise Guys is 1 word, WYZGYZ, and space entertainment. That's the easiest way to find me on YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe, mark the bell for notifications. Please back all these projects, and also a reminder again that Rift Riders from Piper Steed, John Dillard, and Luke Stone is funding. Back that awesome book, all ages. Check it out. And
Get your Rift Riders, people.
absolutely. And thanks again for everyone for joining. Thanks to everyone who watches this on replay. And we'll see you on the next stream or video.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube translation. Guys, how you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.